We are live, they can hear us. Hello, everybody! So, do not panic, do not panic, do not panic. I know you see no faces on the screen, but that's because we are in Cosplayground, a very spooky special Cosplayground for the month of October and Halloween. I am so excited. You guys are going to be pumped to see these characters. But before we get into that, we're going to do a few quick announcements. Yes, I am wearing a onesie, chat. I'm sorry, this is the best it gets right now. You guys are the best. We love you all. I'm going to knock out a few announcements really quick here, and then we are going to get straight into introducing our characters. Now, when our characters introduce the characters they're playing, they're also going to introduce themselves as players so that you can follow them on social media. But first, announcements. Guys, October's charity is the National Breast Cancer Foundation, the NBCF. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The NBCF was founded to fill in the gaps of cancer care, ensuring every woman has the access and information she needs to get through every step of her breast cancer journey. We really appreciate the NBCF. It was brought to us this month as a charity by our dear friend Commune. So guys, you should check it out. Click on that donate button down below and consider donating. All right? Thank you to our wonderful partners, Soundtail, who create all our spooky ambience, Arcane Anthems, who creates intro music for us, and free D&D music to the entire D&D community, and Rolaris Maps for all their amazing map work. Thank you to our mods who work their butts off. They are currently hurrying to try and keep up with my rapid announcements. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Skull Splitter Dice. Now, Skull Splitter Dice, they sponsor our channel. It's amazing. There's a big old button down below that links over to their website. You can buy dice there. You know what they do as well, though? They do a monthly giveaway through us. So, during the break, that's right, during the break, if you guys put in !win, you will be entered into our raffle to win a giant skull mug with 100 dice in it. That's right, 100 dice. So if you want to kind of bolster the coffers of your dice collection, this is the giveaway for you. So during the break, just enter !win. You do have to be a follower. You get one entry if you're a follower. You get two if you're a subscriber. So consider that. We're going to be doing the drawing on October 31st. That's next week, the big old holiday itself. So again, please consider that, my friends. Now, our schedule for October. Again, today is our Cosplayground. Then on the 28th, we have Ever's Changing Arena, which will be run by @SarahIsCoffee. Very exciting. That's Wednesday evening. October 30th, we have Button running a very special spooktacular, our final major one-shot for the month of October with some very, very, very special guests. You guys are going to be hyped. Some folks returning, some new faces. You're going to love it. And then October 31st, we'll be back with Conundrum Company with @SarahIsCoffee doing her third week guesting because I goofed and accidentally kidnapped a player last week. Or yesterday.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah, so she's back because we're putting her through the runner. Again, check out our shop. We got a shop link down below. It is awesome and amazing, and there's lots of good products there. Guys, thank you for dealing with my lengthy announcements. We're going to get into the game proper now. We all ready? Okay. Now, 'twas a long time ago, longer now than it seems, in a place that perhaps you've seen in your dreams. For the story that you are about to be told is the second part of the story about the holidays of old. Now, you've probably wondered where holidays come from. If you haven't, I'd say it's time you begun. For holidays are the result of much fuss and hard work for the worlds that create them for us. Well, you see now, quite simply, that's all that they do, making you one unique holiday especially for you. But twice now, calamities have left Halloween Town stunned. The second is the tale of a holiday shunned. Our story begins sitting over a small woodland copse of trees. These trees are barren, no leaves cover their branches. A dull, gray, cloudy sky radiates over the entire space. The camera pans downwards, settling on a specific tree in the grove. A multicolored egg is carved in the side of the tree. An Easter egg, as many of you would recognize. This Easter egg swings outwards, revealing a shimmering portal. And through the portal steps our first guest. Dan, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, my name is Dan. You can find me at the Dan Rudd, and I play in a band called Boy Hero, so you can find all of our music online. And oh god, I don't know if this is such a good idea, guys. Like I still got a little bit of shell shock going on from last time. Are guys, where are you? It is. Oh god, I'm going back. I'm going back in.
As you turn to step back, a very, very long black top head emerges from the opening, and Pins, please introduce your character.
Before you stands a very weird-looking changeling, very worried but very confident at the same time. And that is me, the mayor of Halloween Town. I'm just an elected official, though. I can't make any decisions on my own. I am Pins of Pinstip Cosplay. You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Twitch, and you can find me just lurking in Twee at all times, like a little gremlin. Haha.
Closely following our little gremlin mayor is a tall, lanky figure who steps from the opening. Vi, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello. I promised you that everything would be fine. Of course, it's going to go swimmingly. I'm Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King, and I can be found at Vicious Frockery on Twitter and Instagram as a cosplayer. However, as I assured you, I know that you had a traumatic experience last time, but with all of us together, nothing could go wrong.
Why has nothing changed? Just the tree's still no leaves. That's weird.
That's just how it is in Halloween Town. I promise that this is exactly how things should be. It's
like there's nowhere for me to hide. Like there's no bushes. There's no leaves on bushes.
You might be in for a little bit of a fright. You'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I don't like this.
And as our Easter Bunny friend says that, the final member of our diplomatic mission to the Easter Bunny's realm steps through the portal from the Easter realm to the Halloween realm. Amanda, go ahead and introduce your character and yourself.
You see a corpse that seems to be sewn together with long red hair and a dress that also seemed to be sewn together, just a hodgepodge of things all together. And she looks very worried, and it's behind Jack and is looking at the Easter Bunny and going, well, it's a lot better now. The Lock, Shock, and Barrel, they're acting much better.
Don't say their names. Don't say those names.
I'm sorry. Yes, I shouldn't have said that.
It's very triggering.
If you would like leaves, we could always go back and get some, and we could glue them up on the trees if it makes you feel better.
Like an arts and crafts project.
Is there something wrong with arts and crafts projects? And I look down at my dress.
I'm, big fan. Like the kids love them. So,
yes, they do.
There's some leaves. There's like 2 there, and there's like 3 there, and there's tons all over the ground.
I pick one up and I hand it to him. Here you go.
Oh my god.
It's dry.
Are they supposed to be wet?
This is what the tree
tastes
looks
like the corpse of a leaf.
That's
exactly. A good thing. Yeah, exactly.
It's in the spirit of the season.
Let's just get this over with, guys. This is.
That's a good idea. Yeah, you're right.
Jack could kill the bunny. We don't really need it. We could take over Easter again. No, we're not doing that. We're not.
No, I keep telling you guys, my name's Easton. It's Easton.
Easton, that's right. Easton.
Everybody seems to get that wrong. I don't understand.
Easton Bunny.
No, Easton Bruni.
Oh, okay. Easton Bruni.
Mr. Bruni, as you might be concerned, we are of course better than Boogie's children, and we will just go in this direction. And Jack kind of steps over everything and picks up a bunch of leaves and puts them over his head, and they fall as you guys walk through a cloud.
Oh, this is lovely.
This
as
is
it should be.
Is this just like Easter?
You really, for all, the diplomatic meetings that have been going on and stuff, you guys really, haven't done your research about, where I'm from.
Well,
we're incredibly busy.
We're doing our best.
The last time we tried to do research, it didn't go out so well.
No, actually, great point, Mr. Mayor. Listen to your mayor, everyone. He has great ideas. Great ideas.
The mayor would have us prepare for Halloween 365 days a year.
Yes, I would, and we need to start our prep right now. We're getting closer and closer.
You are, in fact, a week off from Halloween, and a lot of preparation has been done. However, as Jack steps through, showering you all with leaves, and this conversation continues, you begin to make your way down the familiar path towards your humble home of Halloween Town. It's a familiar sight, stepping out from the woods and down the long, sloping, open hills with gray and brown fields scattered around you. You see the tall, gangly, gothic buildings of your familiar home. But something seems off. Something seems strange. Roll perception for me, guys.
Oh, God.
Is there any way that, like, through familiarity, we would, like, know immediately?
There's definitely going to be some things. I'm just going to see how many details you pick out. Your attention is immediately drawn.
26.
16, but my passive is 20.
Okay.
8. Jack's too busy for this.
Jack
That
is
tracks.
very busy throwing leaves in the air for everybody. But our other individuals...
In the moment.
Mayor, what did you get? Just...
A 10. I'm enamored with Jack right now.
It's okay. Me and Mr. Bruni have definitely seen something, surely.
Easton and Sally, you notice almost instantaneously, there are strange decorations adorning all of the buildings as you make your way down the pathway towards the town. There are these strange red... Well, you've pulled a few hearts out. You've used them to spook people. Those are hearts.
Oh, no.
I didn't approve of these decorations. Somebody came up to me with this idea, and I said no, it's not a good idea, but it's a great idea. Think of all the murder. No, it's a not good idea. What's going on here?
Jack, did you decide to put hearts up instead of jack-o'-lanterns?
Jack is, like, very busily, like, sort of, like, you know, counting things in his little handbook that he keeps on him all the time and paying close attention to his feet, and he goes, Sally, what's wrong? What?
Normally we have ghosts and candles floating in the air, but today
Yes.
No, we see there's hearts in the air. Is it like the love of Halloween that you're going for?
And as
yes, I'm sure someone on the council made that decision.
As your attention is drawn to the scene before you, Jack, you see this. And also the three witches streak over above. But they appear to have bags slung from their shoulders that are tilted slightly sideways, and a shower of red and pink sparkling hearts are rained down upon you as they soar overhead, leaving a rainbow of hearts sparkling behind them as they make their way out over the town.
Hello,
All right.
ladies.
I'm warming up to this. It seems you guys really did mean it when you said that things have changed. They really did change. Like, wow, I'm actually quite impressed.
We've made some commensurate improvements. I'm so glad that you love them.
Can Sally pick up one of the Valentines and open it?
You can, and as you do, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Oh, no.
I saw that happening.
It's a mimic.
Don't do that. I got a 16.
Okay.
Oh.
As you pick up, it's a heart-shaped Valentine that folds outwards with like red glitter and then a more pink center that's not glittered. And as you open it up, it's weird. There are no words, and yet you feel this pull from the card. And there is a moment where you just want to declare your love to the entire world. And you shake your head and kind of release the Valentine, and it disappears in a puff of pink smoke.
Was my love directed at a certain being?
It was directed at everybody.
Oh, okay. Well, that was strange. That was unlike any Halloween decoration we've ever done before. Jack, are you sure you don't know anything about this?
I'm fairly certain that everything goes through me, so I, as Pumpkin King, must have signed off on something, and he bent down
not.
and can I Oh God. Can I bend down and like inspect one without opening it?
Make an
Well, I wouldn't
investigation
open.
check for
I
me.
wouldn't. And I look at the Eastern Bruni, and I'm like, I wouldn't touch these. These aren't normal.
I don't know. These like it's very like. But why not?
Well, imagine being in the Easter
Is this
world
another
and
trap?
eggs are around everywhere, and suddenly you see four-leaf clovers all over the place. I feel like it just doesn't match here.
I mean, that happens every once in a while. We do have grass.
Oh well, that's fair. Hmm.
What's grass?
Maybe you should open one.
I mean,
It's the
I
dead
don't know.
brown stuff over there, Mayor. That's
Oh
grass.
yeah, that is grass.
It's different here. It's better here.
They always say grass is always browner on the other side.
They do indeed. Mama told me that when I was a wee
Yes.
lad.
I got a 15.
A 15. Okay. As you take a look at these Valentine's cards scattered across the floor before you, nothing immediately stands out to you. They do not belong here. They are not something you approved. Again, looking at the exterior, they're all different shaped hearts. Some of them are even square cards with "Love You" scrawled across them in really gross, flary writing. It's all pinks, whites, and reds. A little bit of silver here. and there.
He like throws it to the ground. Are the witches still above us?
You saw them kind of arc offwards past over Halloween Town, and you could see them in the distance, but it's a couple 100 feet away now.
Okay. Sally, I'm not totally sure what the intended trick of these might be, but
Yes, I do feel like this is more of a trick than a treat.
I would agree.
I think we can make this work for us, though. I would like to grab one from the ground. I don't want to look at it or anything. I just want to grab one from the ground.
Okay, so
like
you're gonna.
with the intention to like hold onto it.
Yeah, and just look at it. Like, not look at it, just hold it. And I want to take a pin from my pouch, and I want to draw a jack-o'-lantern on it.
Okay.
Look, we can. We're gonna take all of them.
I'm not
And
sure.
we're gonna Halloweenify them.
Okay.
Get it with Christmas.
Okay.
That's quite a time investment, Mayor.
I'm just gonna go stand behind Jack and the Easter Bunny. Away.
Arts and crafts.
I think it might be the most diplomatic approach if we are to move on and continue with our business. We can always, of course, call a town meeting and address this particular situation later.
My car's just around the bend. We can go hop in it and we can make the announcement.
We could.
And you do see the kind of hearse wagon is just kind of scraped side, like up against one of the trees, not really very well parked and tilted slightly onto two wheels, right where the mayor left it.
Okay. I think we might continue on our quest to welcome the Mr. Bunny and Mr. Broody. I'm so sorry. And can continue onward into Halloween Town. Perhaps the fountain might have some answers for us.
Wait, so you guys are saying like this isn't you guys at all?
Oh no, it's someone here, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. So like just like someone just like took action while you guys were like away.
It is the land of tricks and treats.
Oh,
Sally's right.
It's
interesting.
bound to happen. Not necessarily 5 days before we're on stage, but it is what it is. I bet you it's the Boogie Boys.
What?
Community
Could be.
service wasn't
Oh
enough
no,
for them.
he said I bet it was the Loogie Toys. You know, the brand
He
Loogie.
says nose is just like frantically like twitching and smelling and trying to like.
Go ahead and roll an insight check, and those of you, are you deceiving or are you attempting to
Yes.
persuade? Do you believe this or are you
Persuade.
lying?
No, I'm persuading. I'm persuading.
Are you sure you're persuading? This is persuasion? You genuinely believe this is a character?
I'm deceiving.
Okay, so I'll get a persuasion from the mayor and a deception from Sally and an insight check
I would
from
like
Easton.
to-
Jack?
I would like to help Sally if possible.
Okay, advantage. You were conversing alongside, so I will give Sally
Sweet.
advantage.
Mine keep rolling twice, so that's perfect. I got a 20.
Okay,
12.
19.
19.
No.
Okay, so this is interesting for you. Sally seems very, very sincere. The mayor is the least persuasive person on the planet, and you're kind of caught between the two of them right now.
I'm looking back and forth, and I'm just like,
I'm just blinking
I'm
at
seeing
them.
the sweat start to drip down the mayor's cone head, and I'm just like, and then I kind of clock it, and I go like, all right, we can keep going.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Are you guys proceeding down into town?
Yes.
Yes.
You make your way down the winding pathway. Are you moving kind of stealthily, just normally? You're just heading straight back into town, correct?
Are we calling a town meeting? Yes or no?
It maybe might perhaps Sally.
I mean, if we were to call the town meeting, it would allow me to get acquainted with the.
I think
The
that's a good
citizens of
idea. Yes,
I just
feel
remember
like
that
a
one
town
dude with
meeting.
the axe in his head. That was weird.
Yes,
You
his
can see
name's
the
Phil.
sign.
He's very nice.
A proper
Town meeting!
I don't know. He yelled in my face last time.
Yes, Phil is very sweet. I think everybody would want to meet Mr. Easton.
I think so. He's a
Uh,
particularly joyful individual. That's what we're trying to emulate here, after all.
It's the springtime of youth. That's what brings that quality out in me.
Yes.
The mayor just heard, yes, we're doing a town meeting, and just went
I
off
see.
ahead and started shouting at the top of his
So
lungs.
you're taking
Is
the
the car
lead.
going off?
Meeting!
As Mayor takes the lead, getting about 20 feet ahead of you as you guys are conversing, and begins walking down, yelling town meeting, as he makes his way down the town. Mayor, you make your way downwards past the stone walls with wrought iron spikes running along it, and out over the stone bridge that leads over the moat. What's your passive perception?
Who?
Mayor.
Oh,
Me?
Mayor,
Me?
yes. Yes,
Me?
you.
Me?
You, Mayor.
15!
A 15. Okay. As you cross over the moat, you glance over in between calling out town meeting, and you see that there are these strange wooden swans with seats in the back of them that have been set up in the moat and are gently floating their way around the moat. You also see...
Jack!
Yes.
Keep going.
And you immediately see this as you catch up with the mayor.
Okay.
What did you do?
What did I do? You know very well that we've been out trying to commune with the other holidays. We haven't been here for hours. There's nothing I could have done in that time.
Don't believe you.
Do you want to insight?
What exactly?
time.
What exactly
did it
are we
last time.
seeing?
We're seeing swan boats.
You are seeing
Swan boats.
wooden
Okay.
swan boats
Like,
floating around the moat.
you know
and
when
there
you
are
go
just
to, like-
Halloween decorations everywhere.
Okay.
You know when you go to like a lake?
Oh,
and
yeah,
have, like,
oh,
a
yeah.
little fun little thing. That's what we're seeing. It's very romantic. I'm assuming.
It's horrifying in the context of Halloween Town.
Yes, oh, for sure.
absolutely.
Sally, has Dr. Finkelstein any new experiments that you might know about?
No, not since I've left his house have I talked to him, really, but that doesn't really look like a Dr. Finkelstein sort of thing.
I just,
I mean,
you know,
maybe he would make like a, I don't know,
the cursed
not
toy duck.
maybe, yes, not really one of that does look very romantic though, and I like kind of look at him.
I wouldn't be mad if we kept one. I just think that we should decorate it.
Yeah, we could put lights on it, but we should probably figure out who would be. We were with you and the mayor.
Yes,
I
yes.
can't imagine anyone else who would take the initiative to decorate without your approval.
Ernst, as they're having this conversation with your passive perception, you look over at the gallows that sit just off of the kind of main fountain in the town square. There is something underneath the gallows. You just see two big yellow beady eyes with slits down them blink.
One person in mind, actually, Sally.
y'all, there's someone. There's something over there hiding. I don't appreciate surprises.
Is it ominous eyes in the distance?
And then I just like right over the shoulder go, right there.
Oh,
Dear, and Jack like pats the top of his head. Ominous eyes are a welcoming sign here.
yes, it's very normal here.
Can
You guys
I
promised
proceed
no
once we're there?
surprises.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me. Absolutely.
You'll find that what the Halloween Town inhabitants consider a surprise might be slightly different. Thank you so much for understanding. Perception?
So charming.
Everything's fine.
Perception.
Don't worry.
I'm a little worried.
I'll give you
There's no
advantage
Warren
because
boxing say.
Easton pointed it right out to you.
Right. Okay. Oh well, it's still a 12.
Okay. As it's the DC's low with it being pointed out, and
Okay.
he's doing a surprisingly bad job of hiding, and you know those eyes. That's the monster hiding under your bed.
Frank? You're scared of Frank?
Jack like bends down in like the most comical like way possible with like his big knees out and his big elbows up, and it's just like, Frank, what are you doing under there? Come on out, dear.
No,
I look at
I'm hiding.
I look
Why
at Easton
hiding?
at this time. Frank's very nice. We have a knitting club on Tuesdays.
Oh, he's just really shy.
Yes.
Oh, I got it. All right. Yeah. Hi, Frank. My name's Easton.
This weird
I,
long clawed hand comes out and kind of shakes.
Careful. His fingers are like snakes. Just
They
be
are.
careful.
Oh,
But
I don't. Snakes are notorious for eating rabbits.
He's also going to school for massage therapy.
Yeah.
Um,
Very great. Very great on a
Yes.
stressful day.
I just wanted to I know what it's like to be frightened of things around here, so I just wanted to introduce myself and say not a stranger.
you didn't get. They didn't get you.
Whoa! Who didn't get me?
Oh, Frank,
Frank,
what
Frank, my
happened?
good man, good man. Are you all right?
He kind of.
Well, Frank, what? Frank.
What?
Mano y mano. Who didn't get me? Frank, I need to know. There's a
I'm
neighbor
sure
who's
it's
where.
nothing. I'm sure
Easton,
it's
Easton,
fine.
Easton, I know you're a little out of your
I'm
element
talking
here.
to Frank right
And he like goes
He's
a little
excited.
further.
Frank gets easily excited.
now. Sorry. I'm just reactionary. I'm sorry. Flashbacks. Frank, I would just very much like to know what you meant by what you just said earlier.
Roll persuasion
All right.
for me.
I love
Right,
Frank.
I'm awful at this.
I love
Frank. I just, you know how when you do normal campaigns and you try and get somebody to join your party. I want Frank, the massage therapist, to join the party.
I love the yarn you've weaved for him. You're like, knits, he's good for
Yeah,
you.
this character is so fully fleshed out. Like,
I'm so sorry.
no, it's perfect.
So that's 10 on the die for an 8.
He appears to be terrified, and you are getting the vibe that he may not believe that you are yourselves.
Jack reaches into his coat and in his pocket pulls out a little piece of candy corn, which is the worst candy, and a decapitated figure.
Incorrect. We
Oh
will
God.
fight have words.
False.
I'm with you there.
Bold
I'm with you there.
statement.
Don't worry. I'm with you there.
I'm
Alright.
glad that you guys are fighting me about the candy and not the
Already
decapitated
divided.
finger, and
Yeah.
puts them both in his hand and like reaches out with like his super long skeleton arm.
The big kind of sloth-like paw hand with the snakes coiling out of the end kind of creeps out, and one of the snakes coils up around the finger and happily kind of retrieves it back. And there's a pause, and then the kind of snout and draped dark head of the monster of Frank kind of pokes out. You're back, Jack. Sally
us.
Maya. Easton Bunny?
Easton Bruni.
Easton.
He's a diplomat. He's here.
I was here for a very
business.
short time last time. I came out of a sack and then I left immediately.
Yes, it was a lovely trip.
Yeah, I remember you.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're here. We need to hide somewhere. And he like begins to scrabble upwards.
No. will you please tell us what happened? Why would you think that we aren't ourselves?
And why are there hearts and swans everywhere?
It was terrible. I have never been so afraid in my life. I don't know when it started, but... Well, it might have been the Harlequin demon or the clown with the tearaway face. I don't remember, but they came in smiling and telling everyone how much they loved them. And they had a bag full of these little paper hearts, and they opened. And everyone who looked at them changed. And they wanted to love, and they wanted everybody to love, and they insisted that we do all the nice things and we get rid of all the Halloween decorations.
What? This did not go through a committee! What?
I don't know. That sounds pretty. You sure this isn't like part of like making me feel more welcome here? Because that sounds great. You know.
Would hearts make you feel welcome here? I figured we were talking about eggs at one point, but we only have rotten eggs, and we never thought of hearts.
I mean, it's a considerable upgrade from the last time I was here. So yeah.
Well, okay, to each their own, I suppose.
I'll put the rotted chicks away.
No.
Frank, dear.
Yeah, Mayor.
Go home. Go home, keep the door shut. Don't answer it for anyone, and be safe.
Don't touch anything with a heart on it as well, unless
No.
it's a bleeding heart. An anatomically correct heart.
If it's pink, no, we're 5 days out. I can't lose another man.
Bloody
What do you got
hearts.
against pink? You say the Eastern Bruni is basically just pink, like pink hair, pink ears. What's that about? You don't like pink? I think it's a very flattering color.
No, yes, it does look very nice on you, but it's not normal for Halloween Town. So I think avoiding things that are pink, other than you, of course, would probably be the safest bet for Frank. Frank, go home and finish that scarf you were knitting. I'm sure by Tuesday it's going to look great.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Thank you all. And he lumbers across the square over one of the other bridges towards the giant rock that's shaped like a bed that he lives under.
I like Frank. I like someone who's aware of their surroundings. I appreciate that amount of person.
It does help that he has 30 eyes in his hair as well.
Does.
What's everybody's? I
Probably
know.
doesn't miss very much.
Easton, your passive perception is 20, correct?
21 actually.
21, my lord!
Very perceptive bunny.
Level 10.
Listen, I'm used to having
Traumatized. He's
hunters come after me in the off
Traumatized
season
bunny.
and kids come after me on the on season. I don't like it. The chase to try and take my eggs, I don't like it. It's not enjoyable.
If you're so aware of your surroundings, how did the Oogie Boogie Boys take you?
Listen,
Oh,
that was
you
a long
don't
time
mention.
ago.
That's very rude, Mayor.
It was a long time ago, and I do not. My skills have greatly improved since then. I've learned from my mistakes. This is why I don't trust children anymore. It's those boys. Those boys are why I don't trust
Yes,
kids.
well, yes.
We don't
I
trust
understand.
them either.
What's everyone else's passive perceptions?
16.
16, 16,
14.
14.
Oh, good.
Easton, a very familiar shiver, especially given the current conversation, runs up your spine, and you feel 3 tiny presences standing behind you.
I immediately turn around. I reach into my coat, pull out my hand crossbows. I go, "Come out now! Get out! I know you're here!"
And as you spin, stepping back from behind what is basically this like large, weird, white baby in a diaper with a bow made out of paper mache, 3 familiar individuals as Lock, Shock, and Barrel make their appearance. However, they're not moving quickly. They're not in their bathtub. Shock's hair is parted down and kind of straight flat to his head. Barrel is wearing a cute, frilly pink dress, akin to something a doll might wear. Locke is grinning from ear to ear and has a t-shirt with a heart embossed upon it.
Those are not your uniforms. Where are your uniforms?
We have
You guys-
new uniforms.
You said they
now.
wouldn't be here. You said they wouldn't be here.
Oh, it's quite all right. It's quite all right. I think something may be amiss because they don't look themselves. So I'm not quite sure that it's even them.
Lock, shock, barrel. Identify yourselves.
I'm Lock. I'm Shock. I'm Barrel. Jack, we've missed you. And they start to move towards you with their arms outreached for like a hug.
Oh, triple step back.
Okay.
Easter Bunny 5 hops back.
Okay. They kind of like slow as you retreat from.
Stay right there. Stay right there.
Can I grab two of them by the back of their shirts?
Okay, yeah, easily enough. They're kind of like, ah,
No.
Sally. Can we have a
Hello.
hug?
My limbs tend to fall off, so I don't normally do public displays of affection.
Well, that'll change.
Okay. What have you been up to? What's happening? Where'd you get those clothes?
Oh, well, Mr. Boogie gave them to us.
And I just look at Jack.
Can I roll to perceive what this large baby is doing?
You can make an investigation check.
I would love to investigate the large baby.
You investigate that large baby.
I'm investigating the large baby. That is, oh god, I have a -1 to investigation.
I'm sorry that I'm doing this to you.
And it's an 11.
Okay.
Hey.
It's so strange. Why would a baby have a weapon? And as you look
Well,
at this
Why does that
baby,
kid have a weapon?
bow and arrow.
Is this from your land? I mean, you have a similar weapon of arrows, and you have a lot of kids there. Did this baby come from your land? Have you
Do
ever seen it before?
Do I register?
Roll a
This
history
child.
check.
Whose child is this?
Wrong holidays.
Kid at the
Natural
Santa Claus.
20.
Hey, we know that
or
Christmas
20.
song.
You got okay. I was like a natural 20. Okay, a 20 is
A
still very,
natural
very good. Okay.
Well, it's a natural 20. I just don't have any modifier for history.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, with a natural 20, the iconography is starting to make sense. You remember fleeing Halloween Town when you fell from the sack, and it was terrifying. You remember your heart pounding in your ears. You remember the sense of dead rats and spiders all around you as you tore through the woodlands. It's horrifying to you. And you recall a heart-shaped tree set back and away from the others. And you then start to bring up memories of people talking about another holiday called Valentine's Day. Nowhere near as important as Easter or Halloween.
I think I figured it out. Unfortunately, I remember the last time I was here. I was making my way through the woods, and I saw this heart-shaped door that belongs to this lesser holiday, not nearly as important as Easter. It's called Valentine's Day.
Is that the one with the turkey?
I mean, I don't quite know. I don't see why there wouldn't be any turkeys.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm sorry.
But the hearts and the kid, it's all coming together a little bit. I believe there's some sort of like saint that's a great lore legend from where I'm from, Saint Valentine, and I think they might there might be some cross mythos happening there.
It's just like Saint Christopher.
No, not like Saint Christopher. Though we do very impressed, Mayor. You've researched very well. I
Saint
appreciate.
Patrick?
Also similar, but they also great holiday. Big fun has happened there. I go there to try and forget.
Okay.
All these holidays make me feel terribly guilty.
But let's stay focus, everyone. St. Valentine. You know, Valentine's Day, holiday. I don't know what the person's deal is, but like loves babies and diapers and gives them arrows. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh.
That sounds like quite fun, actually.
We should start that. We have 5 days.
No, you shouldn't do that. You
Mayor,
shouldn't do that.
we're getting ahead of ourselves. We can always include
Sounds
something like
positively
that
dreadful.
next year. We can have a theme party. Would Jack recognize this as an inhabitant of Halloween Town at all?
Definitely not. You are so
Definitely not.
familiar with the members of your community,
Yeah.
Jack. No, this is not one of
Okay.
yours.
Mr. Easton, do you have any recollection of this particular individual? Because I don't believe that we've met. And Jack is going to like approach the infant to shake his hand.
The paper mache infant?
Is it? I thought it was a.
Yeah, paper mache.
Oh,
Sorry,
I thought it was a real
no, this is...
But keep
I
doing
thought
it
the
'cause
paper
that
mache-
tracks
That's
for Jack
so on point for Jack. I apologize. I threw the paper mache bit on the end there, and there was a lot going on. Yes.
Okay. No, Jack believes that it's alive.
Okay, as you attempt to shake the hand,
No,
it
Jack,
doesn't seem
Jack,
to
it's,
move.
Jack, it's just it's an arts and crafts project.
He puts his hand on the creature and like squeezes, and it the like dust kind of like dribbles like out of his hand, and he claps his 2 bone hands together and does one of these, and there's just like a cloud of particulate. You have a very interesting friend, Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Where did you meet this child? And he like pats its head.
Oh, that's Mr. Cupid.
Did
He's
you
stupid.
come upon him in the woods somewhere? Have you been adventuring like I asked you not to?
Come with us and we can introduce you.
I actually, I would like to try and cast Dispel Magic. Can I see if I think that it's like a magical thing on
You
Lock, Shock, and Barrel?
Absolutely can.
Love
Okay,
you.
do I need to roll for that, or can I just go ahead and cast?
So, Dispel Magic, let me just double check the level that I cast this spell at, because Dispel Magic essentially works at... ends. One moment here. And you could do it on one of them, not all 3 of them.
Okay, I am going to look at Mr. Easton Bruni, and I'm going to say, not to alarm you, but you may want to take just a couple steps back. And I reach into my
Appreciate the
basket,
forward.
and I grab a powder, and I blow it into Shock's face, the smartest one.
Okay, love it. So what I'm going to have you do is I need you to roll an ability check against your spellcasting ability. So that would be intellect for you. So it's going to be 10 plus your rolling to beat a 15.
Okay. So, d20, roll. Plus 3, 16? 16.
Shock is kind of grinning up at you. And it is a little eerie, this big smile splitting their face. Their eyes almost unblinking, like it's weird how rarely they blink. And he kind of raises his hands like, hug? And this dust hits his face and there's a... Where am I?
Wait, you're in Halloween Town, Shock. You're in the town square.
Put me down! Put me down!
Wait,
Where's
calm
Boogie?
down, calm down. Calm down. We just need to know what's happening. Look at your
Look!
friends.
Belle!
Friends.
Oh, what are
He
you
just
wearing?
sees Easton Bunny holding a crossbow pointed at his head.
I maneuver her to where my body is between so she doesn't see it.
Okay.
And I place her down. We just want to know what's happening, and then I'll put you down. You're not going to run, right? We just want to know what's going on so we can make your friends back to normal too.
What's wrong with the boys?
Jack comes up and stands behind Sally and is like way tall and kind of like leans down a little bit just so that like.
Roll an intimidation for me with advantage from Easton as well with the crossbow.
I just don't want them to like run and want them to tell us the truth. That fell into my hand. I rolled a 1 and a 2, but I have a +6, so
Okay.
Eight.
Okay.
I can do math.
They surprisingly they're usually terrified of you actually.
Okay.
But Shock and everything that's going on is a little worked up, and she doesn't seem to quite register the same level of terror, almost as if she's afraid of something else. And she does seem to be worried about Lock and Barrel. She doesn't seem to be trying to run Sally as you set her down.
Okay.
Darling, who did you see last before us? You're not in trouble, and I promise not to make you do any more community service.
No,
Just tell us what's going on.
no community service,
No community service.
and you'll fix Lock and Barrel.
We'll do our best.
Only if you tell us what's going on.
And we'll give you candy.
Boogie, candy. Boogie started acting weird. He called us to his place, and we showed up, and there was someone else there talking to him. We listened a little bit before we stuck our head in, but when we stuck our head in, the person was gone. But they were talking about Valentine's and Halloween Town being theirs now, and Valentine's would be the most important holiday of them all.
Nah,
Sounds
not
like
gonna
commercial
happen.
bullshit to me.
That's very rude. Who would try and take over another person's holiday? And then
Yeah,
I
I
kind of
wonder
look at
who would
Jack.
do that. Everyone looks at Jack.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
Well, if war is what they want, war is what we'll give them. We'll make Valentine's Halloween point too. No, we're not going to do that. We're done with that. No more. That's too much planning.
I think that we should approach this from a scholarly point of view. I think
Kidnap
there's
them.
tons of things.
No, who said kidnap? Who did it?
Learn from
Shock.
this
No,
situation.
don't worry. They said kidnap,
Shut
not bloody nap.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Shock, would you mind leading us to where Mr. Boogie might be now?
Yeah, I think I remember him. There were bright lights and music.
That sounds like his lair.
Yeah, Mr. Boogie's lair. Can what about Lock and Barrel?
Do we want
I
to
can
swing
come
by
with
the
them.
office real quick? Oh, or that. I was just gonna lock them up.
I think
Let's
they
swing
should
by
come with.
somewhere. I don't. I think that's a bad idea. Let's look in my lovely character sheet and make sure that I don't have any items that I could give them.
You see as Shock's kind of
Just give her
walked
a
up and like waved her hand in front of Barrel and like gives him a push, and he just kind of flops onto his backside and smiles up creepily at her.
These kids are creepier than I remember.
Honestly, I can't tell.
What's wrong?
Which one is saying that?
That was Shock.
Shock.
Well, do we remember a couple years ago when we decided to do Christmas here? Somebody's doing the same thing, but they're trying to make it Valentine's Day, and they didn't get committee approval, so I'm not here for it.
Who's on the committee?
So,
Witches, vampires, swamp monster, the monster under the bed, a little
Frank?
bit of everyone. Frank, Frank's sister, actually, Samantha.
I'm going to reach into my basket and hand out 2 reagents of lesser restoration
Got any
to
candy?
Locke and Barrel. I do, but you probably won't like it.
What are you talking about? I love candy.
Double check.
Jack,
Do you like
what's
fried? And I pull out like fingers, and I'm like, fried fingers
That's not candy. Those are human
Yeah,
fingers in a basket.
to
Blood
you.
is very sweet.
To you.
Yeah.
Does anyone you got more of that candy corn, Jack?
I reach into the bag and I pull out some really moldy candy corn. Like
You can't have moldy candy corn. It doesn't mold.
In this situation, it looks nasty.
Oh.
It got wet,
like
and then
some of
like
this?
they kind of melted together in like one little ball in her pocket. So it's like warm.
A
I
lump.
will not stand for this candy
lump
corn
of
making
candy
fun
corn.
of.
Would you like
I
it?
reach out and I take the
Do you
lump of
like candy corn?
and I break it open and I pick a piece out from the middle that probably isn't moldy. And I go, I mean, it's a bit stale, but seems to be a good vintage.
Yeah. There you go. You can keep it.
Yeah, how's it cropped this year?
Oh, if our corn crop was very lucrative.
It's
I'm
good.
so glad that you took on the Department of Agriculture, Sally.
This world is so much more fleshed out now. Oh my god, it's amazing.
It was
It's
actually zeros over
it's
it.
big harvest season for you guys right now. Like this is
Zero.
the big month of the year where you
We
get
put-
most of what gets you through the year as far as exports go,
We
right?
put 0 ahead of it, and he's very, very, very good at it for some reason.
Export time is after October 31st. You know, our big day of the year.
Yeah.
We focus on agriculture more in November.
Yeah.
Wow, what a misconception. This has been very valuable information. This is really going to help us with, how we run our operation over in Easter.
Yeah, the gross national output product of our town is really
As y'all are talking about that, I hand the potions to
Okay.
Locke.
Did we just make a model UN Halloween town? Like,
I do actually have a question. Would this love potion be, I assume is a love potion, be considered poison?
unfortunately, as they take those vials and consume them, and they seem to willingly do it, like, without question. In fact, it's a little disconcerting how happily they just drink it right down. Nothing seems to change.
No, my.
Oh, Sally, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I can always make more. Was it at least good?
I like candy hearts.
Oh, I bet you do. Okay.
Oh, that's
Um,
wait, like pickled heart with a little sugar sprinkled on it. That sounds delicious.
No, I really like the chalky ones that taste like nothing.
I take a rope out of my bag and I tie
Sounds
it
like
around
friend.
their waist.
Okay.
And then I tie it around Shock's waist as well.
Okay.
And I hold Shock's hand.
Ah, what are you doing?
We're going
Oh.
to see Boogie.
Oh,
And
it's
we're
a
gonna it's just because you love each other so much, we're going to tie you together.
All right.
Are we sure this is a good idea to bring children with us?
I don't think we should bring these children anywhere near me, gonna be honest.
I didn't ask you, Mr. Bunny.
Oh, but
I'm a
this
guest in your city,
Yes.
Mayor.
We should be
a bad
nice.
situation.
It's true. We will keep very good eyes on them. Eyes, hands, ropes, anything that is necessary.
I
Okay,
think
can
it would
we
be-
tie the rope around their hands instead, so that they can't take anything, like people?
maybe we should drop them off somewhere.
Could we perhaps keep them in
You see,
my house?
My portable hole? Absolutely.
that's got 10 minutes of oxygen in it.
Shove them in.
We have 10 minutes to finish this. All right, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
100 rounds of combat.
No. We could drop them off, I think.
Could leave them in my mansion or in my lab.
Dr.
Oh,
Your
Finkelstein?
lab
Probably
is a little far out of the way for Oogies.
It's
My
also full of
office is right there.
dangerous chemicals in all of my experiments and all of my notes.
We could ask Dr. Finkelstein to watch them as well.
We could. They might get out.
Do you really hate Finkelstein that much?
I just
I
think
would
it would be enjoyable to let him watch them.
All right, good enough for me.
Okay, perfect.
Sally, that's a remarkable idea.
I agree.
As you make your way along the familiar path up and along to Dr. Finkelstein's observatory, you reach the wrought iron gates, and you see plastered on this kind of ratty brown sash that's hanging askew above the door, Dr. Finkelstein's romantic stargazing extravaganza.
Who is making these changes without coming through the committee first? We have 5 days to Halloween. Romance is not a part of it.
There's obviously something else at play here, although I don't think that I would be against some gentle gazing into the full moon, but stargazing is something that we get a lot less of here in the Land of Night.
I say we go in anyways.
I think we should too.
Probably for the best.
Mr. Easton, are you comfortable coming with us just for a few moments to lock up these children and then we can be on our way?
We'll actually let you do the honors of locking them up. Oh no.
Oh no.
Uh-oh,
I
did
think
we
it's
lose our
frozen.
Easter bunny?
We may have.
Did we have big freeze?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, his
Oh.
PC sometimes he'll be back on in like probably a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and shift
So
us
just
to
like-
an emergency overlay really quick. Once. Oh,
Just like
nope,
quick-
never mind.
Oh,
It's back.
oh.
He's back.
Changing
Quick question.
squares. One moment. Yes.
Did Oogie come back to life after the events of the movie?
You're not sure?
Okay. So that's weird, hearing that Oogie is alive for us. This is like actually establishing what our characters know. Can I make an Arcana or History check?
You can make an Arcana check. Sure, yeah.
Phenomenal.
12.
A 12. Okay. That is definitely weird. Strange things happen in Halloween Town all the
Yeah,
time.
alright.
And Oogie Boogie is an amalgamation of... Well, with that, you're not certain. There is a possibility for him to remanifest, but how Oogie works, you're not sure. Oh boy.
Nope.
I'm going to push
Oh,
this over
no.
to the emergency
Oh.
quad here.
But he back.
Just while we're waiting, in case he's...
Oh, I see what you're doing now.
I know what's up. I opened up Roll20 faster than Discord.
So it was opening your camera. That makes
Um,
sense.
Apparently there's no sound to chat.
Welcome back to the land of the dead, Mr. Bunny.
Sorry, I just, the talk of Oogie and Oogie's voice, it's like,
Yeah, scared.
I just went into like a spiral and
Gave you the vapors. Yes, I understand.
Happens to the best of
Understandable.
us. All right, guys. Sorry, we're back there. Just made some adjustments. Okay. All right, my friends.
Hey, there we go. You look great.
So, we left off standing in front of Dr. Finkelstein's stargazing emporium, extravaganza, whatever I called it. How do you want to proceed? Easton, you had been given the honors of helping lock, shock, and barrel.
No, I don't want to touch anything on that thing or it itself.
We can lock them up for you.
Yeah, it's just like 10-foot radius at all times.
I'm going to look at Jack and the mayor and be like, should we knock?
No.
Perfect. I know
Jack?
the way in.
Jack does like a quick tap tap and opens the door.
And opens...
Just walks through.
Yeah.
Mayor! Or wait, I'm the mayor. Finkelstein, we have a chore for you. Some community
Dr.
service.
Finkelstein.
Okay.
Something that we might ask of you if you have the time.
Slave labor. That's not me.
Sally? Sally, is that you? And you
Jack
see,
steps in front of her.
you see as you step in, all of the equipment is still there. The white sheets have been hung over all of them, ghost costumes, over everything, keeping it all covered up, remaining really only the tall, arched, rounded ceiling way, way up in this tower, and there have been stars painted on it. As Sally, you recall, you never see the night sky in Halloween Town. His observatory is essentially mostly for pointing his telescope to look at people around the town and less for monitoring the night sky. You see the tall backed wheelchair and the open brain of Dr. Finkelstein looking away from you. Sally? Jack?
Hi, Doctor.
Where are you?
We were right here.
I
Can you not see?
can't and he turns. And where his glasses once were, they've been pulled away. There are these tiny beady eyes, and these big heart-shaped patches have been stitched over his eyes.
That's upsetting.
Where
Jack's gonna walk up to him in 2 bounds and reach out a bony finger and sort of tap Dr. Finkelstein right on the shoulder here. And then say, "We're right here. Could you tell us what happened?" And he's gonna reach a finger up and like press it right behind the heart to see how affixed it is.
Okay, go ahead
Like
and
sewn on
medicine
or
check for me there.
Like...
Yeah.
Oh, 9.
Okay,
I need new dice.
It's very similar again to kind of the stitch work, although not nearly as expert as Sally has done to herself. And it is on there quite well, seemingly possibly magical.
Dr. Finkelstein, could you tell us what was happening here? What happened to you?
The Harlequin demon came and gave me one of those cards. But I'm too smart! And he kind of reaches up and scratches his brain, and it does that thing. I'm too smart. The magic had tried to take me, but wouldn't work on me. I refused it after that. But then, this strange man with pink flesh and a diaper on showed up with a bunch of other people from the town, and they held me down and they stitched my eyes shut.
The townspeople helped this.
Ooh.
Yes.
Did this pink-skinned fellow look like an infant at all? And did he happen to have a bow and arrow?
No. He had a bow and arrow and little wings sprouting from his back, but he was as big as you, Jack.
Well,
Sounds like the
As they're
Valentine.
talking, I want to take out baby scissors and try and like snip them and see what happens. The
I'd like you
stitches.
to make a medicine check for me.
Okay.
Sally,
Dear
it's
God.
noble of you to try and heal him.
16.
Okay. You are, as you slowly begin to cut the stitches away from Dr. Finkelstein. Minor trigger warning for body horror. You peel away the first heart-shaped patch, and there are these scars, heart-shaped scars, where his little black beady eyes used to be.
So his eyes aren't there at all?
Not onto this one.
All right. I thought you people were all messed up, but this Valentine guy, I don't like him. I don't like him.
like him either.
We've learned to stay in our lane. This guy hasn't.
This doesn't
Well,
seem to be...
maybe we should teach him a lesson. I'm just
I like
throwing
that
it out
idea.
there.
We could kill him. It'll be great. It'll be done. We won't have to deal with this anymore because we only have 5 days to go. We are not going to kill anybody. That's not the plan.
Like, wasn't this part of like the holiday accords to like no longer invade other people's holidays? Like, didn't we establish this? Like, this is like a a binding document to every single land.
I'd hoped that the lesson that we all learned a few months ago was enough to keep other holidays from enacting such horrors on others, but clearly some have not heeded that call.
Wait, that was a few months ago?
Wasn't it?
It was a couple years
Years,
ago.
dear.
Oh, was it a year ago? Okay.
Even a couple years ago.
Weird in Halloween Town.
I mean, like, wow, rabbit ears are just like so much faster than like.
Yes, it's true.
When
I'm
you're
dead, so
they're eternal.
When you're
We're
prepping,
eternal.
you're constantly prepping. Time just goes.
Flies right by.
Yep.
No.
Time goes by faster when you're being chased all the time.
It's true.
It's true.
Well, Dr. Finkelstein, I'm sure that once we figured everything out, we can get your eyes back.
Yes, I think they put it in a jar somewhere, but I can't find anything.
Is
Can
there
I
a
look
jar?
around?
You said it's in a jar? All right.
Roll
I
an
guess
investigation check, anybody who wants to look.
I'm looking.
18.
Ooh, good 7. It's a good old 7.
We got an 18
Well.
on Mayor, 12, 18 on Jack, 12 on Mayor.
Yeah.
Easton?
I didn't roll investigation because I wasn't proficient, but I can.
You could still investigate if you want to, even if you're not proficient.
All right. 11.
Okay. You all start lifting up these sheets, and it is, Sally, familiar medical equipment. There's that long table with all the Tesla coils sticking off of it. Jack, as you walk over and just kind of curiously lift up one of the sheets over this rack, you find these glass jars filled with organs all over the place. And as you begin to kind of look down with that 18, there are a pair of these little black, beady eyes. You think they might be Dr. Finkelstein's.
Jack picks up the jar and holds it up into the light. And then brings it down and walks over to Sally and goes, "Do you think that this might be what we're looking for?"
I think so. They look very similar to what his eyes looked like, just dead, full of no life.
Do you want to heal him?
Sure.
If you would like, we can get to this after, but
No,
I
let's
think it
go
might
ahead.
be best if we're going to ask him to
Let's go
watch
ahead
the
and do it.
kids.
Let's
Yeah.
go ahead and do it. So I'm gonna try and snip the rest of the hearts off of his eyes.
It reveals over his second eye the exact same thing.
Oh, God, keep going. Another?
Yeah, so 2 hearts scoured where his eyes should be.
Over and over?
And 2.
Okay. Can I use cure wounds, perhaps?
With the
Or would
eyes?
this be greater restoration?
Yes.
This is more of a restoration than
Okay, I have one more of those. I will use it.
I'm sorry, I'm sapping you guys of your healing spells here.
It's quite all right. I'm glad that I'm buff on
I don't
the
think
heals.
you're actually sorry.
All right, and I begrudgingly hand this Stockholm Syndrome man my last restorative.
This horrible garbage creature that has treated
Yes.
you terribly.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jack's gonna keep a hand on Sally's back, comfortingly.
Here you go.
Okay, and as you set those little black, terrible, beady eyes where they're supposed to be, and reach in, using a greater restoration, and this is a little weird because of the way the anatomy of the monsters of Halloween Town works, you do see, as your magic begins to suffuse, the strange scars remain, but the eyes sink into the flesh where they should sit, slightly askew and a little lopsided, so he appears to kind of look almost like a chameleon out to the left and right, just slightly weird. And there's kind of that little blink that occasionally occurs. My glasses! Where am I? I need my glasses. And he kind of awkwardly bumbles his way over towards the same vanity that you had pulled the eyes from, Jack, and grabs his glasses, sets them on his nose, and the eyes are like way off from the glasses, not helping in any way, shape, or form.
Before
you.
we move away from the shelf, was there any other like organs that I recognized from the other members of Halloween Town?
Okay. Go back and do another investigation check for me.
Okay.
Sally, you're a stand-up girl. Every citizen of Halloween Town should be as go-foring and pro-citizen as you are.
Thank you.
A 4? Nothing stands out there.
Oh no.
Finkelstein, we have a problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Valentine's Day problem. I'm hoping you may have some concoctions somewhere here saved away of
roll persuasion for me, as he's already being his same surly, gross, miserable self.
We also were wondering if we could perhaps store the boys with you for a time. If you could babysit. Less of a request, more of a we would really need you to do this. If you
14.
could.
Oh, you gave me my eyes back. Fine. He walks over to that same vanity and pulls a drawer out and starts pulling things out. A saw, a live cat, a few, like 150 feet of rope, and eventually he pulls out 2 greater healing potions, and he hands them to you, Mayor.
Thank you.
And I'll watch the brats.
Don't let them out of your sight. Make sure that they don't cause any trouble.
Or
and
hug
they
you.
don't escape or hug you. Don't let them hug you.
Hug.
Don't let them hug you.
The
All right.
girl doesn't
They
have
wouldn't
to do
anyway.
anything. The girl doesn't have to do anything, but the boys can.
You better not, you
they
two!
do-
And they're literally, like, you can see Shock kind of tugging the rope towards the door. She kind of stops. Moves back into the room.
Any chores you need done, you make those boys do those chores. I'm sure they'll be the most agreeable mood.
Oh, my lab is in disarray. All right, Shock, let's get to work. We can do this.
Before you go, what was it, Dr. Frankenstein?
Finkelstein.
Finkelstein.
And you're Easter Bunny.
Easton. But
That's what
Brunny.
I said.
Easton Brunny.
I said that.
He
Did
did, I
your
heard him.
assailants happen to say anything to you or give any sort of hints about what this was all about while they were perhaps taking their sweet time sewing those heart-shaped patches to your face?
Perhaps where they might be going? Is
Like,
there...
I'm assuming something like that must have taken some time, so there might have been a conversation had.
Yeah,
The stitch work was impeccable.
they were talking. It started off people I knew, the Harlequin demon, the clown with the tearaway face. But again, that strange man showed up. And then, I swear I heard Boogie.
Boogie,
He sounded
this
weird.
is the second time. Did he reform?
I don't.
That requires paperwork, and
we
he
haven't
didn't
seen
fill out
Boogie
the
in
paperwork.
years.
I think we might want to go to his old stomping ground and see if he's resurfaced at all.
I think that's a good idea.
Very precarious about the situation. I've
You'll
never met
have
He owes
to-
Boogie.
taxes if
But if he's
back,
anything,
so.
if Boogie is as bad as the boys are, or worse, it sounds like
You seem like a very strong and capable bunny. I've seen your 2 crossbows. I think that you would be good help. And
Listen,
if they take over Halloween, Easter could be
Who's
next.
next?
It's true.
I hate those kids, but I can't let this happen to those children. In Easter, not here.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Like
Fair.
they're like the only reason that I have anything to do year round, honestly.
Think about it. No kids dyeing eggs or doing searches.
I know. No more jelly bean bramble
Yeah.
or mini statuettes of me made out of chocolate.
Yeah. Those are delicious, I've heard.
They are quite good.
Yeah.
They go on
You have-
sale a week after.
We stock up every year. We
Oh,
melt
you
it
guys
down to make
recycle it.
we melt it down to make Halloween chocolate. Yeah.
Wait, isn't that like? Don't you need to be like? Isn't there some sort of like paperwork or like some sort of like trade that
We've
needs
done
to
it.
happen for that?
We filled it
Oh.
out. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Always doing
You
the
was
official
there.
paperwork.
we can go
together.
by my office. We can see the
No,
correct.
no, no,
form.
no,
It's
no,
all
no,
there.
no.
Mayor, we
He's
can go to
doubting
that-
you. You should kill him. We're not killing anyone today.
Mayor, we can make sure that all those dots are T'd and those I's are crossed in another time.
That's
does that
not
mean?
how that works. But all right, we'll do that then. Let's go to Boogie's place.
We would really appreciate your help, Mr. Brunny, though.
We would.
Listen, make a good point. I can't let my precious Hershey-filled eggs become subject to the hands. Like, what? They're just going to crack them open, take the chocolate, and melt it down into hearts and sell it? Can't allow that.
Exactly.
We
Can't
can't
allow
allow that. We're already doing that for our peanut butter pumpkins. We can't let the
Yeah.
chain of supply and demand get interrupted here.
You're so good, though.
Oh my god, you guys are
All right.
fantastic.
I think we should go.
Welcome
I
in.
think
Now
we should-
sponsored by Hershey's Chocolate.
Not sponsored by the Mars Company, Ltd.
Oh my god, I love this. All right. So, are you heading out of Dr. Finkelstein's stargazing extravaganza?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Enjoy the extra help, Finkelstein.
Yes, yes, yes.
We'll be back.
Go
we'll
away.
Be back to collect them later. So I got health potions. That's not going to help with all the.
Would you like me to put
Romanticism.
those in my basket?
Yes, here you go.
Thank you.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. I will hold on to those.
And you want to head towards Boogie's old lair, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless we come across someone who tells us we should go elsewhere.
It is weirdly creepy how empty the streets of the town are. And you continue.
Is it creepy?
It is.
creepy?
This is jarring compared to what you're used to. It is abnormal, which makes it feel creepy.
I mean, a week before Halloween, there's like
Yeah.
nothing happening. That's
Nothing
weird.
happening.
Yeah.
I was telling the witches that they need to do this, this, and this by the time 4 minutes ago, so nothing is getting done right now. Where is
No.
everyone?
As you begin to make your way towards Boogie's old lair, you cross the graveyard and the Moonlight Hill that, Jack, you are so fond of pontificating from. And spread along the base of the hill are picnic blankets. And you see various members of the town of Halloween Town laying together romantically, watching the gray sky. But it's strange. None of them are actually talking or speaking or doing anything. They're simply laying there.
People
Is this where everybody
are-
takes a nap?
No, they do that in their homes. They're not working right now. We are ticking down till D-Day. What is going on, Jack? Can you do anything about this?
I could ask them about it, but I mean,
Not what I meant. Something a little bit more, I don't
Maybe?
know.
Maybe use your megaphone, Mr. Mayor.
I can do that. I can do that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 4 days, 17 hours, and 52 minutes away from Halloween. What the heck are you doing? No lying down on the job.
Mr.
Do you
Mayor,
not want
Mr.
award
Mayor.
this year's? Yes.
Jack like walks through them, kind of, like posturing and doing his thing. And is just like, citizens of Halloween Town, rise! And tries to see if he can get them to react.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage from the mayor hollering through.
Okay. We both want to roll?
Yeah, you guys call.
Because my dice suck, so I think I should.
I will roll as well because I have +9 for persuasion.
Oh, I sure don't.
As that's happening, can I look at the Easter Bunny and be like,
Natural roll 20!
Yes, I got a 9. So
29!
nice?
Okay. What were you saying, Amanda?
I was just going to ask the Easter Bunny how his trip to Halloween Town is.
Not great.
Are you enjoying your trip so far?
I wouldn't necessarily use like the word enjoying, but I would have to say that I am not completely and utterly terrified. The flashbacks, I've only had one of them, and like it's not. I was expecting to be like shell shocked, but like I'm pleasantly surprised. The change in scenery did help. I know it's a problem, but I appreciate this problem.
Is there anything specific to Easterland that you truly enjoy, like a smell or a sound or a song?
Oh, yeah, the Easter song.
One of my
Song?
yeah, you've heard the Easter song, right?
Oh, how does it go?
Well, it's like, sorry, I'm not like a good singer. Usually leave it to like the kids, but it goes like, you look for the eggs on Easter, you find all the eggs on Easter. Whoever has the most, they scream like a ghost because they got all the eggs they won.
Oh, you have references to Ghost in your song?
Well, it's more of like a holy ghost, not so much of a spooky ghost.
I want to pick up a dead flower from the ground and use magical tinkering and make it sing that song.
Okay. Sally hands you this, like, bent, like, brown, slightly broken tulip, and the mouth kind of moves in this awkward, like, juddery motion, and as it does, you hear, "Oh, the kids, something Easter!"
If you get overwhelmed in Boogie's place, you can just hold this flower and remember Easter. Give it to him.
Recognizing the gesture, Wall Disturb goes, "Oh, wow, thanks. Yeah, it's really sweet and kind of you. Yeah, if I get scared, I'll just listen to this."
Lovely.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, we can go. I thought you were gonna say like a smell of chocolate.
Oh, okay.
You could have used Peter Cottontail. And no, we went with the Easter song.
That's so terrifying.
You now can add to your inventory dead flower that sings parts of the Easter song.
If you don't pull that out later, I'm gonna be upset. Listen, guys, I wanted to use magical tinkering once. We've done it.
Well done.
Jack, as you stride dramatically kind of through these crowds that seem not to respond to you, you kind of greet the people of Halloween Town in your regular kind of charismatic way. And the mayor is yelling behind quite dramatically to make a lot of noise. Even with that
I've moved
natural
on
tone.
to enthusiastically humming the "This Is Halloween" song.
Okay.
Oh, not the Easter song?
Oh, not the Easter song.
It's got this weird background flower singing terribly the Easter song.
There's like discordant sounds happening like behind us. Jack will join the mayor and like sort of like interject like the names of each member of Halloween Town and try and rouse them and pick them up like by the scruff of their shirts, like with bony fingers.
Now, this is very clearly a magical effect as you begin to get in closer. And even with your dual efforts, you see some of them sort of stir and shake their heads and look to you. Like it's if they weren't completely enthralled and locked into this, it would be an impressive display. You see some of them almost get a little bit of light back in their eyes, but then they kind of settle back in, staring off at the horizon or up at the gray, cloudy sky. Big, stupid smiles like plastered across their face.
Jack turns around back to Sally and the mayor with like just this look of total disdain. We have to get to Boogie now. The citizens of Halloween Town don't seem right, and I just hate to see them like this.
Let's go.
Let's go. Time's on the clock.
You make your way across the graveyard and through the woods towards Boogie's old lair. And as you get close, before you see it, you hear, Do 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 do. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Wreck it! I don't know. It's pretty nice. I like it. No, we don't.
And you can see flashing now lights, these bright pulsating lights through the woods, casting out in the direction a red, a black, a purple light flashing in these pulsating lights. And as you take note of that, we are going to go to break really quick. And when we return, my friends, we will continue into Boogie's Spooky Lair. Guys, give us 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and open up our giveaway here in a second. If you haven't yet entered this month, just do !win to enter yourself in to win a cup of 100 dice inside a skull mug. We'll be drawing that raffle on the 31st. So please join us. God, you guys are amazing. This is so much fun. These cosplays, good God, fantastic.
I'm having a great time.
You guys are the best. Be back
Having
soon.
a blast.
And you're out.
Hello.
We are back. Whew. Hot dang. Thanks, guys, for sticking with us. And hello, chat. We're going to close out that giveaway now. So your last little chance here, last few seconds to get that exclamation point win in there. If you've already done it once, it won't report back. So it's once per month. So you guys are golden. All right. Are we ready to recontinue my fearless party of ghouls and Easter Fae creatures?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, 100%. Who said that?
Good. So we had left our party approaching the assumingly abandoned nest of Oogie Boogie. This assortment of strange hodgepodge shacks and structures towered upon each other. You are just approaching through the eerie woods now as you hear the sound of "What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more," and flashing lights coming in the direction, or coming from the direction from where you know Oogie's lair to reside. How do y'all want to approach?
I think we should go very quietly. Not that it'll be hard to do. The music's so loud, but we should be careful. Also, they might have permanent hearing damage. It's really loud for me out here. Like, I can hear it. It's real bad.
Roll stealth with advantage because of the music.
Does Sally know of anyone in the group that is just like obnoxiously loud?
Like, the mayor?
So it is the mayor. Yes,
I'm just kidding. I don't know statistics.
It's me. Let's be real. It's me.
I want to reach into my bag and give.
Jesus.
Oh, it's an infusion actually. So do I just?
So do you have an infused item?
It is. It's a replicate magic item, Cloak of Elvenkind.
So you hand the Cloak of Elvenkind over to
the mayor. Yes.
Mayor, you can add a Cloak of Elvenkind to your.
Please don't be hurt.
Sally, you're incredibly generous.
That stealth roll, a 2 on the die, but a 15 total.
Whoa, rogue!
Holy crap!
Holy
Are
rogue!
we all stealthy?
Glad I didn't give
You
you
are
the cloak.
stealthy. Yes.
Yeah, Jesus.
All right.
Are we
let's
all
see.
stealthing right
You
now?
are, yes, unless you want to approach differently, but your Easter Bunny friend has suggested stealth.
Okay. Ooh. Jack rolls a 5. He is wearing plate armor.
That's valid. I'm sorry.
He'll just go first. He'll go first.
Okay.
Perhaps, maybe there's some sort of there's a back entrance, or let me take a look around and see if there's any sort of footprints of a back way, or if that big baby has come through or not. It's a baby, right?
Yeah, I think
the guy with the heart holes in his face said it was a baby, right?
Or a winged man? A pink. They're pink. Nothing
man
against
baby.
the pink. I love
Was it-
pink. But we are looking for something terrible in pink. Not you. You're great in pink. We're looking for terrible in pink.
Thank you. I appreciate the self-awareness of what you were saying. It's very uncommon for you, Jack. I appreciate that.
I'm learning.
But are there any sort of large child footprints?
Go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Large
And-
child.
Because of my race, I have advantage on survival checks.
Yeah, you
Oh.
do.
Nice.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
Okay. As you take a look around here, you actually don't see any large child footprints. There are a lot of different and varied footprints coming and going from this
Fresh.
as you get close, some of them very fresh. You with that roll would see these weird, almost like a sack pressing into the muddy earth, and it all leads, as you look up and get a little bit closer with that stealth roll kind of scouting, to this towering structure again before you. There is one large front door that is completely open, and there's just blight light flashing through it at you.
I retreat back, and after seeing like a potato sack type footprint, I have a brief flashback to my venture in a sack, and then I come back and I go, so there's a
a sack footprint. It's weird, and like lots of other fresh footprints. But the door is like wide open, like it's obvious. Like it's almost too obvious. Like I don't like it's like they're welcoming like just anybody. And so
Oogie never left his door open. Unless Lock, Shock, and Barrel opened it for him, but we know that's not the case.
they're not here right now.
Exactly.
They're back there. They're not here.
Jack's going to walk up next to where the Easter Bunny is, and
Oh God, you scared me. Don't do that.
just I had a quick idea, something I've been working on, and you notice as like the dark holes in his face where his eyes usually are start to mist over and a little bit of smoke sort of pours out of them, and with that you notice
raptly
on his right hand side near his knee appears slowly forming out of that smoke Zero, and he's going to say, "Hello there, boy."
He kind of gives that
Would you
little red
mind-
nose, boops your nose, like.
Would you mind heading out ahead of us and checking that the coast is clear?
And he kind of
Okay, I'm going to send him 100 feet ahead into the house.
Okay.
And see what I can see.
So you're going to look through Zero's eyes.
Yes.
Okay, then we are going to move to our combat map, I think.
Oh shit!
Okay, so I'm going to move you all over, and then we're going to do a quick transition here. Give me just a moment.
Ooh, I'm excited to see the overlay.
In the dark,
Combat map.
And I'm just going to move. All right, here we go,
Wrong
party.
holiday.
Goodness and candy corn.
And then we are going to move the...
loves Christmas carols.
That's not the Easter song.
It's me. Ah. Where's the entrance?
So we're leaving you off to the side because you have yet to enter. But I will drop in a token representing Zero. Unfortunately, I don't have a Zero because I'm a foolish, foolish man. I should have known better.
It's quite all right.
But I do have this wonderful Ashi token, who is a familiar of one of our other wonderful players. So.
I heard
That's
Ashiok
not
and I
fair.
went Magic the Gathering in my head.
Oh no.
So, Jack, as you cast your sight into Zero's, there is a moment as Zero is practically blinded by these pulsating, radiating lights flashing between red and blue and green and purple. The racket of music. As Zero breaks the threshold, there is a tall, familiar figure standing in the center of this room. Spotlights lighting him, strobing in and out in this very dramatic sort of standing. You just see this silhouette of what looks like Boogie, and his head is bobbing back and forth to the music.
Does he seem to be armed or have any other like?
Other than his existing arms,
It's just him.
It's just him. I would like you. Are you trying to keep Zero from being seen?
Yes.
So roll stealth for Zero for me. And we'll just use... What familiar stat block? We'll use the pseudo dragon. That actually makes a lot of sense. So that's going to be
beautiful.
a +3 for stealth there on Zero.
A stealth. That's going to be a 19.
A 19?
Great.
Okay, Zero slips in, and with all the music and sound, nothing. I would like you to also roll a perception check for me with Zero, which I believe is also +3. You may have advantage.
16.
Roll it with
I
advantage.
have advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. No, 16.
16. Okay. It's just Boogie, currently, from what you can tell.
What do you see, Jackie boy?
Boogie's there, just kind of dancing, but not in his usual way. He's just sort of bobbing his head. It seems that... Have you ever, there's that Halloween thing that the humans do?
Ah, yes. I remember that from my old
Yes.
days.
From my
Yeah,
youth
right.
in Central Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you're from Florida? Oh, weird.
Where do you
Uh,
think Halloween Town is?
My mother came from Alabama. It's very interesting.
It is very interesting.
Florida.
So he seems to be almost listless. Usually Boogie has some kind of dice or he's running around, but he's just standing in the middle of this floor.
Is there anything I can see from this, like the open entrance?
Are you going to get a little closer and stick your head through? Because currently you guys are outside. Jack's casting his vision through.
What do you think? Should I get like a little closer? Like, you know.
If you do so quietly. I wouldn't trust anything that Oogie Boogie does.
I mean, I really don't trust anything anyone does here, to be honest.
You're valid.
Like, isn't like part of your like whole motto, like half of it is trick? Like, it's always at least half a trick.
I mean, we're not the only holidays that sneak into people's houses and leave things for them to find.
Who
We're
else?
not doing that anymore.
You're right. Well, eggs. And baskets.
I leave those outside.
Oh, okay. Well, there's
Parents
this
buy
one
the
is nothing.
baskets.
Right.
Parents get the baskets. I put the eggs outside. You know,
Yeah.
we have that issue where, like, you know, the parents want to be the Easter Bunny. I don't like it.
Yeah, I understand. I've seen them do some terrible things with baby powder.
It's a pleasant smell, but not a fan. Not a fan of it. Also,
Understandable.
but you know, it does bring them together. The whole dyeing of the eggs thing. So, like, you know, I'm for you know a family, you know, doing things together to, you know, strengthen oneself.
Yeah.
Something I never had. Anyways,
Are you gonna get a little closer?
I'm like very close to making another flower. Oh
so like, what do you think? Do I go in? You know, like, oh.
Be very careful, but I would.
I think we should go together.
Well, how about I'll take the lead, and you guys know like militaristic hand symbols, right? Because right? You guys have those here, right?
This one?
Jack, you've had a run-in with the U.S. Army. I'm sure you've experienced this.
I don't know. Can you give us a rundown really fast? We're quick learners.
Yeah, so this means like stop. This means go. This means wait. You know.
Okay. Stop.
Okay.
Go.
Stop. Go. Wait.
Wait. High five. And then
No.
I high five him.
Oh, God, did they hear that?
No.
Not yet.
Before we go though, and I reach into my basket and because he's going in first, I'm gonna give him a potion of resilience.
Okay.
Oh,
There you go.
and before we go, sorry, I have to figure out how to do this.
Take this, Mr. Bruni.
While we are doing this, Jack is going to use Inspiring Leader, and it's going to take 10 full minutes to give everybody 12 temporary health points.
So you guys kind of backing into the woods a little bit and prepping as you do this, or are you going to do it right out front of the door?
Well, Jack.
Okay, if that's the case, yeah, we go back.
Okay.
Wait, why are we going back just to listen to some story? I don't get it.
It's very important.
It is the way of Halloween
It'll
Town of the
strengthen-
story.
It'll strengthen your heart,
Jack
Mr.
starts
Bruni.
singing the Easter song, and it inspires all of you.
you get hit points. So do you want to roll for all of them there, Jack?
I don't believe I have to roll it. I think that it's just automatically 12.
Oh, it's just straight 12. Perfect. Okay.
12 temporary hit points.
Second question with that potion. Bruni, you've just been handed a potion by Sally. Are you drinking that now, or are you just taking it with you?
So, like, if I drink this, like, what's going to happen?
It makes you stronger, aka out of character, gives you +1 to your AC.
For 10 minutes.
Wow.
Potions are taking potions in combat.
So my fur is
going
to grow a little bit thicker.
It's just a little bit thicker. I don't have fur. For me, it makes my stitches like
you know,
really
all this stress and
resilient.
trauma that I've had has really thinned my luscious pink fur for a while. So like, if this will like, you know, help it grow back, like that's great.
Yes, I mean I would take it soon.
Like now. You're saying right? Okay, yeah,
Maybe.
no.
It's up to you.
You drink your potion and just become slightly more dummy thick.
So dummy thick.
I'm
went
gonna
from
make
one
a
seat
smash
to
cut
two
of all the
seats.
times you say dummy thick on this channel.
Sorry.
Alright.
That Easter bunny, dummy thick.
He's big, he's thick, and he's pink.
While this is going on, while this speech is going on, the mayor is just like tapping his microphone, and he feels more magically powered because it is the megaphone of the Pact Keeper. So I get one more spell slot.
You and your own warlock patron that exists within you siphons its own energy into your megaphone and then back into you so that you can cast another spell, and it is very impressive. It's this vicious cycle of perpetual spell magic that is amazing.
You can row your boat in a round for forever.
Yeah. All right, guys. How are we proceeding? You've done your preparations. Any other things you want to do before you head in there?
Also-
Can Zero get like up, like behind Boogie and see if there's anything like in the far back of this room?
Yes, I tell you what. In fact, I'm going to give you the ability to move Zero here right quick, and you tell me where you want him to go. Give me just one moment. Sorry, chat, you're seeing the whole inside and out of how we run Roll20 because it's from my viewpoint, not the players. You should be able to move that now.
I can move him. He's gonna go up here, and he's gonna like hide back here.
Okay, so I'm going to have you roll stealth with him one more time because he's getting kind of around, and it is the open. It's quite well lit here. It's just strobing lights that make it a little difficult.
And it's a +3.
+3.
So we get a 15.
A 15, okay.
I'm also the mayor, realizing we're going probably up against Boogie, is going to use his fiendish something or other, fiendish resilience, and actually prep himself for any sort of. Did I say psychic? Yeah, it's still psychic.
You're doing psychic
damage.
Perfect.
And then he also taps himself here, and then here taps here, and it's just kind of like a Macarena, and casts Fiendish Vigor on himself before we go into
Beautiful.
battle.
Okay.
I have two things I also need to do.
All right. You tell me everything you all want to do.
Okay, I'm so sorry. This is not.
I
the
love.
best
This
RPG
is
way
a
to do it.
prepared party. This is a very prepared party.
So I would like to take out my lovely, wondrous item, the alchemy jug, and I would like to say, acid. It's the deadly nightshade jar as well. And I would like to say acid, which fills the jug up with 8 ounces of acid.
Okay. Wonderful.
And then I would like to hand Sweet Jack my winged boots that I have from my infusion items, which allows you 4 hours of flying, but you can break it up to however much you want. It could be like 1 minute or like 4 minutes, but
Puts
you...
them on, and he's
That's
just
terrifying.
like, Sally, thank you so much.
You look very nice with your outfit.
He clicks his heels together, and he sort of runs his bony fingers through your hair.
I
Oh,
don't know. I think the gold wings are a little extra with the black, but that's fine.
He clicks his heels together again.
things are very nice.
Thank you, darling.
All right. Now, Zero. You are able to, you again casting your, having had this conversation with your beloved, you kind of cast your eyes back into Zero, and you follow Zero's travel around the edge of this strange strobing light. There is a moment where Boogie turns, and something flits from where there is an open gap in his mouth up into the light and flies upwards. As you continue upwards, you are approaching this raised stage that is about 15 feet in the air from the surface here, as Zero floats across the space. And as Zero floats up onto this stage where you've got him standing now, per the map, roll perception for me with advantage.
Thanks, DM.
Is that a nat 20?
That's a natural 20.
All right.
Please focus. I'm begging you to focus.
Okay,
Good.
all right.
There we go.
All right.
Yay.
With a nat 20, through 0, you hear. There is somebody else in this room, and they are invisible up on that stage.
Okay. As we get into this room, everyone, be wary. There's something tricky up on that stage, but it seems that only Oogie Boogie can be revealed to us at this time.
It is the season for tricks. Let's treat ourselves to a nice little combat, shall we?
We shall. Jack
Blue
strides in first.
Okay.
Okay. No, that's great. That's great because like I'll just wait until like the guy, the person, the thing that we cannot see just like shows up.
Okay. So, as you walk into the room, I'm going to ask you guys to move your tokens, which are just sitting to the right on the map, to near the doorway where you want yourselves to be standing. As you step through this bright, blinding light, your eyes adjusting and blinking. Each one of your tokens should match the character art you gave me. I tried to make sure
Oh
that it went.
my goodness! It's the Easter Bunny.
And as you step in, again, this loud noise, the flashing of light, you're starting to adjust to it now, but it is a barragement. And you do see what Jack shared with you all, this outlined figure of Boogie, kind of hunched forward, head kind of shifting. And as you walk in, not stealthily, just letting kind of...
Oh,
Are you going to be stealthy?
I'm stealthing.
Roll
Yeah.
stealth for me, as Easter Bunny slips in a little more quietly.
Jack is certainly not.
Yes, Jack is
Governor,
full
I'm
stride.
sorry to bother you. I can't move my character for some
I'm
reason.
so sorry. I can fix that
Why don't-
for you. Hey, look at that. That's would be why. Try now.
Oh, she's
You have it
free.
assigned to.
She's free.
She's free.
There she goes. Whoop woo.
Ooh.
Okay. So stealth.
29.
You are gone.
What?
He's invisible.
Just.
Not God has seen the Easter rabbit.
I assume is it like you like combat roll and tuck into one side and there's like one little bit of shadow and you are in it. Like you just.
I
3
go up
days
and
later.
I'm leaning in between two lights that are projecting us this dance floor, so I can completely cover. And I've just got my hand crossbows like this. I'm up against the wall. I'm like, all right.
Badass.
Let's do this.
So lit.
Is the Mission Impossible theme playing in his head?
It's.
A la Kronk.
It's what is love, but like
Next in.
What is love?
With Mitchell.
Dun,
Just like
dun,
an
dun.
octave down.
Yeah,
Very ominous.
it's a really weird, real weird remix.
That's funny.
Jack, as you stride in, leading the other two kind of flanking the door behind you, Easton disappearing, Boogie kind of turns. And as he turns, you see his face for the first time, and where there used to be eye slots, there are these huge hearts cut into the fabric. And his mouth has been stitched down one side, but then kind of hangs open ragged, and as he turns, pink and red butterflies flit out of his mouth upwards into the air. And he goes, "You're smoking! You're smoking! I can't believe your eyes! You're killing me! You gotta be an angel in disguise! Come give Booger some love." And he is going to stagger towards you. I need you all to roll initiative.
I hate that.
I love that. No! I got a 1.
Oh no, but...
Two.
Alright.
6.
Get it out now.
I'll call
Here,
for
I'll
initiative in
type it
just
in
a
for
second
you.
here too, but get your rolls. Just gonna get mine. Wow.
My D&D Beyond is really wanting to roll twice for every roll. I don't know why.
Working real hard.
Special advantage.
Double
Yes. I don't think I have advantage on
It's all how beautiful you look
initiative.
this evening. It's all how beautiful you look this evening. Is like advantage on
Advantage.
everything. You deserve it.
I see your makeup advantage.
D&D
Listen,
Beyond
you
is
put a
fun.
lot of work into that.
advantage.
All right, my friends. Do we have anybody in the 25 to 20 range for initiative? We do.
21.
Bunny, what you get?
21.
21. Beautiful. Okay.
Incredible.
20 to 15. Cool. 15 to
Womp womp.
10.
Womp womp.
Guys, okay. 10 to
Bring it
5.
in
I'm out now.
6.
A 6? Okay, give me a second here.
Yes. I really wanted to be last in line, but the dice said no.
Okay, 5 to 1.
4.
Okay.
2.
Jack, what is your dexterity?
Bad. It is the modifier or the total?
Your modifier, excuse me.
2.
A 2, okay.
That's not bad.
All right. Sorry, guys. And then Mayor, you're taking it last with, was that a 2?
Yep.
All right. Easton.
The number that comes after 1.
That's how counting works, apparently. I'm learning. Easton, as you turn, or as you kind of meld into the shadows, you turn and you look into this well-lit area, this loud club music playing around you, these crazy flashing lights filling the space around you. And you see Boogie turn and take a few steps forward. You ready to take your shot or do whatever you're going to do. But before that happens, as the round begins, all of the red tiles suddenly come alight. As you notice, scattered across the floor, there are red tiles and blue tiles. Currently, I have standing on the red tiles Sally and the Mayor.
So mean.
And technically, Jack, I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
How about we just say I passed?
Oh, I got a 7.
Is that how this works?
A 7.
Oh,
sorry.
neat.
Okay. Jack, I'm going to give you advantage because you're standing
Where's my
right on the
D20?
edge.
I'm gonna roll physical dice.
That's
18.
valid.
21.
18,
I
20.
feel the D&D Beyond hate happening right now.
So,
21.
as these floors come alight, there is this. They're pulsating consistently, but at the top of the round, as you prepare to attack, there is an extra bright pulse, and the floor literally bursts aflame as fire roars upwards. Sally,
I love it here.
you take full damage of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of fire damage. Jack and the Mayor, you both take half that, 6 fire damage.
So I lose my temporary hit points.
I have a feeling
That's not
it's
that
gonna
bad.
be like Todoroki floor.
Oh no.
Easton,
so-
you are up.
All right.
Must be
I'll go.
nice to be a tiefling.
Oh wait.
That's
Okay,
resistance.
since my damage was cut in half and I
It's
have-
halved again, so you take 3.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to get into a bit more. I'm going to, with my sneakiness,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to. I need to change how these.
So you are hidden in stealth, so.
Yeah. Why can't I see my figure anymore? I want to move. There we go. I'm gonna get in within 30 feet, so I have 30 feet of movement. So if I'm here, I'm 30 feet, right? Yeah.
Okay.
From Oogie? Am I 30 feet from Oogie?
Let's take a look here. From there, let me pull up my ruler just to help.
Yes, I
yes,
am.
you are.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna move. I'm going to not seeing what just happened with the red tiles. I'm gonna move and stand on this black tile. Oh, okay. As close as I can to the
Okay.
black tile. And then,
And to be
like,
clear, I
notice-
apologize. There's red and black tiling. Anything that's kind of in that red region lit a flame. Anything in the blue region. did
Oh,
not.
I see. It's like
Yes.
there's the blue.
It's
tile
more in
and red
quarters
squares.
than yeah. That's a
Okay,
little
okay,
misleading
okay.
on the map, and my fault for not explaining it properly. But,
okay. But I see. I'm like, I've got the shot, and so I am going to attack with my the +2 hand crossbow.
okay.
And I get assassinate.
Okay. Yeah, you sure do. That's with advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm hidden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprise.
I will say exposing yourself like this is going to make it very difficult to hide afterwards, but
Yeah, because it's just an open floor.
yes, sir.
So the first attack is a 23 to hit.
That sure hits.
Nice.
All right, and then I have. So it's going to be a total of 3d6 with sneak attack.
Okay. Roll that damage for me.
Nice. On the die, that is 11, 14. So 14 on the die, and then double that.
14 doubled. Okay. So 28?
28. Oh, it is a critical hit because of Assassinate.
Oh, okay, so how we do crits in our game is you get maximum dice damage, and so that would actually be, how many d6s did you roll just now?
3, so that's
6 plus whatever you rolled.
12, 18. So, plus what I rolled?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get
So
the
you don't
full
get
and then
double.
additional.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 18 plus 14.
18.
So that is 20, 32.
32 points of damage.
32 plus 5, the 5 from the, plus 7 from the plus 2 hand crossbow. So
Okay.
that's 39 points of damage.
39 points of damage. As you guys see in this kind of the crazy pulsating light, you see as your Easter Bunny friend just kind of melds out of the shadows, and Boogie is still kind of taking a step towards Jack. One hand crossbow, and the shot just catches Boogie right in the throat, and you hear the strange hissing sound as if air is being deflated from as he takes this crossbow bolt right in the head, and it comes out the other side, hurtling across the room and scattering across the floor. So let me just do some
I look
math.
at the mayor and I go, we should go train in Easterland.
I think that's a good idea, but like maybe in January.
Now let's figure this
We're
out.
not
first.
doing much in January.
All right.
I admire your dedication to proper scheduling practices.
Now, anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Easton?
Yes, fighter. I get a second attack, and I use my bonus attack as well.
Okay, so
on
roll
that.
roll those hits.
All right, so extra attack is going to be 22.
That hits. Rogues, man.
So that's with the 3, 7. So that's 10 points piercing damage, magical weapon, and then my bonus attack.
Okay.
For everyone who's wondering how I'm doing this, I have crossbow expert.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's a 22 on the die
That hits.
for the bonus attack. And then
What's that first damage on the extra?
the extra attack, it was
11?
10 piercing damage.
Okay, thank you. And then damage on this guy?
8
Oh,
piercing
man.
damage. So
You already see these huge holes in Boogie now as these 2 crossbow bolts, and there are butterflies, like, pouring out of him. These pink and red butterflies pouring out of the holes in his torso as
reminds me
you
of springtime.
pierce pierce him. That's amazing. Okay, he is looking badly hurt already.
And that's my full action, and I'm just standing there in the light, just very apparent now.
Yes, you are now out in the open, and you just see this kind of weird Boogie head. He's not his same kind of dramatic self. He is, but in a very different, weird kind of way, and he turns his head to you. And, like, again, butterflies pour out of his open mouth there. Give me a moment here as I pull this up. Now. Okay. It is our hidden friend's turn. And they are going to... One moment. Alright. You see, as you hear... So, the prodigal son has returned. Up from on the balcony. And then you hear a drawstring and a bink. And as you do, the invisibility that was cast on this figure up on the balcony is dropped, revealing... One moment. A human-looking individual, however, tiny wings sprout from his back. He is large, hairy, and has these basically, it's Danny DeVito in a diaper.
It's Philatidis.
Oh.
I was getting real into this description. I was like, it's Danny DeVito in a diaper, okay?
It's Philatidis.
Hi, sweetie, thanks. That's my wife.
Hello.
Oh, why?
Hey.
Hello, wife.
Hey.
My time.
Hello, why?
Anyway.
My wife. As Cupid fires conjure volley into the middle of you all. That is
Okay.
a 40-foot radius.
Okay.
And I need everybody in that radius to make a dexterity saving throw. Let me just double check that distance here. Here we go.
Dex save.
I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
What's the roll to beat?
The roll on this with Boogie, or not Boogie, I'm sorry, with Cupid. Give me my mouse back.
Nope. No mouse for you.
No mouse for me. The roll on that with Cupid is 16. You're trying to beat.
Jack failed.
Okay.
I utterly failed. Sorry.
I also failed.
Okay.
Same.
As this
Yo, failed!
one arrow kind of arcs outwards bink, into the middle of you, and you kind of are like, and then hundreds of these heart-tipped arrows come raining down from the darkness above you, on top of you all. Anyone who...
Great.
Oh my god, this is a lot of damage. I forgot how much damage
Yeah.
this does.
Yeah. DM. Yeah.
Ethan, I need you to fire a couple more arrows, please. Jack, are you ready?
Don't worry, I'm coming. I'm coming in. You have to go first.
Hold on,
You're
I
ahead
need
of
more.
me.
I'm sorry.
I've got something for you.
Well, 1 point of AC didn't help.
It was nice knowing you.
Oh my god.
Listen,
okay.
I did what I could.
Something.
And
Did you
the-
give me anything?
what do
No.
Listen, I came to this town on good faith, and everything's turned sideways now.
I gave you the tools, but I can't make you succeed.
33 points of piercing damage to those who failed, and half as much. It is magical.
33?
33.
Oh.
I don't have any resistance. Do I?
I'm
It's
so
just
glad I
magical
rolled one.
damage. That's the like.
It is magical
Magical
damage. Yes.
Okay.
Magical piercing. I'm going to drink my tea while you guys get that damage.
Well, that's a fun
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
33.
Yes.
How close am I?
From the Cupid, you are 75 feet.
Oh, never mind.
I'm making sure that I don't have anything to save me.
Cupid kind of looks at you all and goes, yeah, you lot, Halloween's gonna belong to us now, and Valentine's is going to be the most favorite of holidays.
Wait, hold on. As a
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Has
As,
he looked at himself lately? I don't really think so. Do you really think that Valen? I don't know. We should kill him. I'm with you on this one.
all right. Sally, it is your turn.
I am going to step up near Jack right here.
Okay.
Kind of look at him and nod. And then I want to cast Acid Arrow.
Acid Arrow, can you read that off to me?
Yes.
And that's at Boogie or at Cupid?
I want to cast it at Cupid.
Okay. And what
Yeah.
do you need from me? Is that a roll to hit?
Shimmering green arrow. Yes. On a hit. So you have to hold on.
So you're going to roll to hit.
17.
As you launch this acidic arrow, it seems to hit him in his flesh, but before it catches, this weird pink barrier, bing, off of him. The arrow hits and clatters to the ground.
I look at Jack and I go, well, we know that that's not a thing that we should do right now. And then I'm going to cast Magic Weapon on Jack's weapon.
okay.
Nice. Okay.
He will choose his great axe that he has strapped to his back.
Now you actually already are those are both spells, right? Not cantrips.
Yes.
Yeah,
So you
and
can
so
only
you can-
cast one spell, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to use it with a melee, don't I?
When you can only cast one spell a turn unless one is a spell and one is a cantrip.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Never mind. Yeah, but I read bonus action like a
Yeah,
dumb.
which is no, that's great.
Yeah.
You're reading it right. It's just the
No,
other.
no.
Yeah.
Okay. Just kidding. I high five him.
You get a high five.
He fives her. He high fives her.
High five right
Is it?
Food.
Is it his turn?
Food.
Sally, are you done with your turn? That's everything?
I am, yes.
Okay.
It is
With the high
Boogie's
five.
turn.
Oh, it's Boogie's turn?
I'm
Shit.
sorry. It is very close. You both rolled 4s. His dex is 1 higher than you.
Damn it. Yeah,
And as he turns and moves towards you, he is going to use... You see as he basically opens his mouth and this massive flock of butterflies launches out towards you. He is going to step in closer to do this. One moment. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then, Jack, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
As a reaction, can I use Flash of Genius to add forward to that roll?
You absolutely can.
Thank you.
That's very... Okay, nice. Well done, guys.
Okay,
This squad is good.
19 plus 2, so 21.
Okay, you absolutely succeed as this spark of inspiration provided by your dear companion Sally seems to spark it. This creature, this swarm goes flying past you and seems to dissipate outwards, disappearing. Okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. That is, let me see here. You do see, however, as one of these holes that was left by the Easter Bunny stitches itself back closed as he seems to heal some points. He still looks badly beaten, but he does gain some hit points back. Now it is Jack's turn.
Okay. Jack is going to, after watching his party get hurt, and especially watching Sally try and claw her way through this, you guys notice as underneath him seems to glow this orange light, and underneath his chin and all across his ghastly bony face, he whips into a reckless rage. And around him seems to fly this orange light as he stepped forward to make an attack against Boogie.
Okay.
With a great axe, pulling it off his back.
Roll to hit, my friend.
All right. Ooh, that's not a hit. That's a 2, but I'm going to try and hit him again.
Okay.
Okay. That fell off the desk, I swear to God.
Reroll.
Okay. Hold on. Sorry, I've not attacked.
This is all happening in this crazy discotheque blurring flashing light.
To hit, babe.
That hits. Roll your damage for me, friend.
Wonderful. Okay. I get 2. I get to roll this twice because I get advantage on my d12.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So that is
Frenzy.
an 11 plus 6, 17.
17 points of damage.
Points of damage. And then he is going to go ahead. No, that's it. That's all he could do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As you leave this massive rend in Boogie, another big hole, like reopening the wound left there by the Easton, and then some, you see these butterflies again spill out in this Technicolor crazy club-colored flashing light. It's all very strange. So, Jack, you're done. Mayor, you're up.
The mayor whips into his bag and then pulls out a scroll and starts to read. Due to the holiday treaties, all individual entering a holiday region must present themselves to the local council, that's me, before making any changes to the holiday region. If an individual breaks the treaty, they will promptly be escorted off the holiday region, and if the party resists, well, that means death. And
I love it.
he's gonna sign it with some suspiciously bright red ink.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know quite where it's from, and with that he cast. I need the right freaking tab. I wrote all that out, and now I'm not ready. Summon greater demon.
Okay. As where are you dropping this creature?
Right in front of him.
Right in front of him, on top of your companions, because I believe a Balgura is huge. Or do you wanna do it
No.
behind? On the other side?
No, this is to Cupid.
Oh, Cupid! Oh, very interesting. All right. So what does this?
Boogie lives here.
You cast this spell, and this weird, as you're speaking, a cloud of bats manifests up above the stage, swirling in this circular motion, sweeping around and around and around, and then this huge clawed, smoky hand reaches out of the cloud of bats, followed by the torso of this strange demonic creature, which lands kind of on its shoulder, crashing downwards onto the stage here, right in front of Cupid, who's what? As you summon a Bargura, or what equates to one in this fantasy setting.
He rolled a 12 for his
12.
initiative.
Okay, Balgura. Wow.
All right. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Okay. Anything else with your turn, or are you very happy with your giant monster that you've just dropped on my head?
I think he's pretty confident that the next round the other tiles are going to light up, so he's going to stay right where he is.
Okay. All right.
I hope I'm right about that.
Boy, are you ever confident. Easton and Jack, I need you to make dexterity saving throws for me.
Oh god, not again.
That's a 7.
Okay.
21.
Okay. So, as the kind of club lights shift, the blue floor pulsates extra bright and lightning arcs upwards into everybody standing on that floor. Funnily enough, it seems to arc straight through Boogie. Jack, you take 10 points of lightning damage. Bunny, you take 5.
All right.
All right.
Tickles.
That is the floor's turn. Easton, you're up.
All right. So I am going to take a look at Boogie. Boogie's looking shredded and not in the
He is
not in the
hurting.
physically dominant way.
That's correct.
Great. All right. I'm gonna shoot another arrow at him. Is Jack right next to Boogie?
I
Because
believe you technically
attack?
moved into 5 feet, Jack, of Boogie. So yes, you do have an ally within 5 feet. So I believe
right,
to make an
so-
attack, Jack would be there.
Two-handed crossbow at the +2. Yikes.
Wait, so are you flanking? Sorry.
So it's not flanking because you are within 5 feet of the enemy. However, it does grant him basically the sneak attack effects,
Okay.
which is
what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's
I'm sorry. I was going to try and buff you, but I can't.
It's all right. Thank you. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
it hits.
All right. So first hit. I got sneak attack damage as well. All right. So that is 16 points of piercing damage
Okay.
on that, and then I am going to turn. Looking at the wall, like where are the lights coming from? Are they above?
They're
or are they
mounted
below?
up about 30 feet up the wall. There are these lights, but they're angled in all kinds of different directions. So a lot of the time, the light on the far side of the room is flashing light into the far corner as well.
Got it. Are they moving or are they just flashing?
Just strobing.
Just strobing. Got it. So I'm going to use the remainder of my 2 attacks to shoot one light off. If I'm looking towards the stage, one light up to the right and one light up to the left.
You're going to shoot these 2 lights right here?
I can't. Are you clicking on?
I'm sorry, I'm probably pinging on that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those.
That one and that one. I got you, my friend.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Roll
shoot
the
those
hit.
2.
It's
Alright,
going to be
so
very hard for you to miss with your
The +2 crossbow is 25.
hits.
Damage is only 6 piercing.
You hit the light. They're
Oh,
just
sorry. 8 piercing, correct.
8 piercing.
Correction.
The bolt, and you see as the front light goes out.
All right.
And the
then
pulsing
other light?
in the front light, or excuse me, the lights are basically angled in this direction, out like this. the pulsing on the floor that you are currently standing on, as you shoot out the light across from it, dims.
All right, perfect.
Roll to hit the second light.
Yes, I'll roll to hit the second light. Cocked. Second light is for another 25
That hits.
for 9 damage piercing.
Another light shatters. The red squares on your side of the room, the pulsating slows.
Okay.
So again, perpendicular from.
Yeah, basically my idea was that I was trying to take off the lights on the other side so that when the Cupid creature is facing us, they are basically just looking into bright strobing lights.
Gotcha. That's your. I mean, that is also happening as well, but you may have just stumbled upon an activation sequence for the floors.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well.
Well then.
Well done, Easton.
All right. Well.
Thank you
All right.
for the utility, Rabbit.
And then I will move. Use my movement to. Yeah, 20. I'll move there. So 25. Use 25 feet of my movement to get us right there, essentially.
Sounds good, my friend. Okay.
That will be my turn.
Let's see. I'm going to have. Cupid kind of looks at you, Bunny, shooting out his lights. And then he
Party's over, Cupid.
says, nah, baby. It's just begun. And he teleports back behind you as he
Yikes.
flashes
Rude.
in a poof of pink and red hearts, manifesting out behind you,
Savannah?
draws his short bow, and releases a shot at you from behind. He's going to roll to hit. And with the short bow.
Rude.
Okay. Ooh, that might miss, though. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11!
No.
Too confident. Wide, and it clatters off the wall as he misses. Okay. That is his turn. Sally, you're up. Jack is facing down Boogie before you. The strange Cupid creature just teleported off across the room, and this giant demonic monstrosity just came tearing from an abyss above the stage, crashing downward, summoned by the mayor.
Okay, so I am going to reach into my basket and pull out a very long sewing needle. Maybe knitting stick, I guess. A dagger, if you will.
Okay, terrifying.
And I'm going to
Flavor.
stab it into Boogie.
Okay, roll to hit.
You can do it, buddy. 18
That hits.
for 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I believe I
You're
can use
joking
my
me.
I can use my other dagger to do the same.
Go ahead and
So
do
my
the
other
same.
knitting needle.
Now, the second attack will not get him. Do you have 2 attacks as an
I
artificer?
believe I have for my bonus action if I
So
can
you're
do 2
okay.
weapon
So yeah,
fighting.
you wouldn't get the unless you have the 2 weapon fighting feat. You just wouldn't get the +2 to the damage, or whatever
Okay.
your damage modifier is. So you can still roll the d4.
Actually, instead of that, I would like to actually try and do the magic weapon on Jack again.
Very good shout. You can absolutely
Instead.
do that.
Instead, thank you. I forgot about it. So I give +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls to Jack.
You're
Okay. Also, in reading...
Actually,
my
+2.
thing- +2? Okay. In
Mhm.
reading my thing, I get like 4 attacks per...
all right. Well,
Yeah,
it is.
so I need to do that next time.
Yeah, next time around, absolutely. And
I get
you,
advantage and plus...
because you're
and I get
reckless,
4
frenzied. Yes. Okay.
Reckless
I
frenzy,
was like
I messed it up.
healing. So
Yeah,
I
no,
get like
you're
a melee
cool.
attack.
But you do see as you kind of dip in there, Sally, you stab into Boogie's side at a small kind of, the needle sinks into his side and pulls out, and you reach up and touch this great axe of Jack's, and it just flares in this like orange radiating color that was already kind of coming off of Jack himself, and it just roars to life as this like flaming orange axe now stands in your beloved's hands, or sits in your beloved's hands.
Nice.
It is Boogie's turn. And Boogie is going to. He's looking rough. He's going
Hey,
to.
what about my Bulgura?
Oh my
What about
gosh,
my
Pins, I'm
human?
sorry. Backtrack. The Bulgora does have a turn, and I completely skipped it. I'm sorry. He should have gone before Cupid. So if you would like to have him focus on Cupid, Cupid would not yet have teleported.
Cool, great, thank you. That's actually really nice.
Adding
I
things
was
to
doing
initiative
exactly
orders are...
that.
Yeah, I'm going to retcon that. Thank
I'm
you.
Sorry.
No, not
I'm
your... That's not your fault.
sorry.
That's on me.
Wait, so does
Okay,
that mean the damage? Oh wait, he missed anyways. Never
He
mind.
missed anyway. He's committed to the teleport. He didn't hit. So we're just going to allow Pins to make their attacks with their Balgora.
So I get to do a multi-attack, which I get 3 attacks, 1 bite, and 2 with
Roll
the
the
fist.
hit.
Fist. He's some pretty nice stats. I rolled a 19. 19 plus 7 is 26.
That hits.
I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I'm hoping. I can't believe my eyes. Do.
Joke.
And that's 2d6 plus 4, so that's 10 for his little chompy chomp.
Perfect.
And then he's gonna smack with his little fisty fist. So on that first one, it's a 17 plus 7, so that's a 24. That hits. I'm
yep.
assuming.
Sure does.
And that's a D10. What the heck? Where's the D10? There's the D10.
Pins his
Which
dice
is
tower.
a 3 plus 4, which is a 7, and he's gonna do that one more time.
One more time.
This one might not hit 17.
No, actually it does not. I'm sorry. He kind of takes the first 2 hits and dodges out of the way of the second one. And retconning retroactively, as you kind of sass him, Easton, he's much more panicked than confident in his response as this Bulgora is punching the crap out of him. He teleports out behind you. Okay. That is the Balgora's turn. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Beautiful. Now we are on Boogie. Boogie is going to... Okay. I need... You see as Boogie's mouth tears these seams that were holding it shut open and flops backwards, so it's just an open kind of severed top, and this torrent of pink and red butterflies whips up out of his head into this tornado around him in a 20-foot radius. I need everybody in a 20-foot radius of Boogie to make, for me, a Constitution saving throw.
Am I good?
You, I believe,
I'm
are
35 feet away.
good. Yeah, you're golden.
13.
13?
18.
18.
Yay.
Okay. Sally, you do pass, which means you're going to take half damage on this. As these butterflies make contact with your skin, Jack and Sally, there are these weird serrated blades to the edge of them that feel as they cut you to almost sap the life from you. You are going to take 44 necrotic damage.
Can I use Flash of Genius again for Jack as a reaction?
As a
To add
reaction,
4.
I believe you have to do it before the damage is said.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Double check it for me. Because
It
that's-
doesn't say when you consider a creature you see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or saving throw, you can use a reaction to add +4 to the roll.
Okay, I'm gonna rule because
all
the
I know.
damage had already been done there.
Okay.
I apologize.
I
know
won't
that's-
check it off. It's okay.
So that means Jack
We're
takes
living, we're learning.
44 and you take 22 necrotic
And
damage.
it's necrotic?
Necrotic. So if you have resistances,
Okay.
please apply them.
Not like that.
Sorry. But Jack, it is your turn. As Boogie just stands
right.
there motionless, these butterflies now pouring back into him.
Okay, continuing in this frenzied rage, he is going to take a swipe right at Boogie.
Okay.
One of these, I get 3. One of these gets advantage.
Roll-
I figured it out.
roll the hit,
I
my
read the
friend.
sheet.
Perfect.
All right.
You can reckless to give
Okay.
advantage to everything, I think.
Is reckless to everything, or is reckless just the one?
I believe reckless... Yeah, reckless is all of your attacks if you make it.
Okay, then, all right, cool. The first one is a 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Hits.
22 to hit?
Hits.
Okay. All right. And then that is 12 points of damage for the first one.
Beautiful.
Okay. Natural 20.
Okay, so you're doing maximum
damage?
damage on the dice and then roll again and then add your modifier. So that's
Okay.
12 points already.
12 plus a roll.
Mm-hmm.
plus a modifier. 12 plus 2 is 14 plus 6 is 20 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh!
It's a good feeling.
I want to turn my great axe upside down and take a really wide stance and just straight up and have the bottom of the axe hit right in between Boogie's legs and slice him all the way open like a sack full of candy.
You swear the music dims in volume as you hear the ripping of seams as the sack that makes up Boogie's form is torn asunder in this burst of these strange, weird, corrupted butterfly things that Cupid had manifested soar into the air around you, disappearing in poofs of smoky, colored, again, this sort of purple and light bursts as each butterfly vanishes in a puff of smoke of its own accord, leaving nothing but an empty sack sprawled across the floor before you. Cupid still stands, but you have slain the resurrected Boogie.
One more attack. How far am I from the...
Cupid, you are, and you
Cupid?
still have full movement,
30.
30 feet.
Okay. I'm going to zoom all the way over to Cupid, and I'm going to look at him, and pointing a bony finger right at him, I'm going to need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And is this a part of your attack action, or is this a bonus action?
It is a...
Just to clarify what's going on.
I don't believe that it's anything. It's a I am trying to use my intimidating presence, which is a feat.
Intimidating presence. Let me just double check this really quick. That is a 15.
Okay, he would have succeeded. It's a 14 DC.
Okay, but you can basically... Oh, that's a Path of the Berserker. Okay, gotcha. Intimidating presence. 10th level, you use your extra friend someone. So it does cost an action to use intimidating presence.
Okay.
So you would
all
already
right, then
use
I'll
your
just
attack
do it.
actions.
That's fine. So I'll just do that next time. But as my final bonus, I am gonna hit him.
Use that
real
attack for sure, yeah.
hard. All right. Okay, that is a 17. To hit.
On Cupid, unfortunately, that just misses.
But does
He's
not
more
hit. All right.
agile than seemingly beefy. This weird man baby kind of dodges to the side as your axe curves upwards, slashing at him.
Damn, DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
How dare you? Okay. Is that Jack's turn?
That is Jack's turn.
Mayor, you are up.
First I'm gonna complain that the tiles don't match the grid, and it's really fucking me.
Tough cookies.
Me too. Tough as shit.
I don't want to attack my my king. So I'm going to move over just a little bit, and then I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch
Pointing and
Blast.
screaming. Everybody scream.
Oh, a warlock.
Look at that.
Warlock has appeared.
Nope, that one misses, and then he tries again.
I love your dice tower as
I
as
love
small
the
as your
dice tower.
hat.
Stop.
I don't know if chat knows how tall this hat is. It's honestly ridiculous.
We have to show it at the end. We have to show off
There
that.
goes.
ad.
There goes.
It's not even the end of it.
That's not even the end. Okay, so the first one misses, so he's and
Fires
he
wide.
shakes his hand out,
Yeah.
and then he points again. He says, "Everybody scream!" Kind of like in that really annoying tone when you're like at a presentation and like, "Hey, how's everybody today?" And
He sounds like a
How's
person who would
everybody
promote
today?
synergy. Yeah, got it.
yeah, we're synergizing, and that's a 23.
That hits.
I assumed as such. And then 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 points of damage.
12 on Danny DeVito. Got it.
On Danny DeVito, and I don't have any other fun things that I can do, so we
Okay, he takes the hit. It's a good strike. He's still kind of going strong, but he does look like he's hurting. Okay. Now, with the mayor's turn up, the floor is going to activate. However, the only thing standing on the floors that are still active is the Balgora. So I need the Balgora to make a dexterity saving throw for me, as the red floor lights up at the front.
He rolled a 19.
Okay, that is a success. He takes half of... so he takes a total of 5 points of fire damage, and if he's got a resistance there, he'll take half that as well. I have it up as well.
Doesn't have resistance.
Does it?
Cold fire. Haha.
Okay. So 2 points of fire damage to the bug.
Cool. For like 68 HP. All right, I'll take it.
Now, with the floor done, Easton, you're up.
All right.
Danny the Cupid. That is right, Rusty Knight.
Danny the Cupid.
I hate it here. He needs to die.
All right. So the lights are coming from. We're still backlit, essentially, correct?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
the Cupid has moved, so he's kind of looking into. But yes, the front of the stage is backlit. Anything up there?
I don't really need to be hidden because Jack is right there. So what I will do instead is, I'm going to, I think, just fire 3 shots at.
Have at it, my friend.
Yeah, and I'm or you know what?
You
do
do
2
also have
shots.
sneak attack, because once again, Jack has closed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 shots. And, I'm gonna use my bonus action to I'm going to once again use my arcane shot.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't believe
actually,
you can just use that on a shot. If you're the arcane archer, is that right?
at 3rd level, you unleash a magical spell. Once per turn, you fire an arrow. But I'm not using a short bow or a longbow, so I think I might have just built this wrong.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, there's that.
Oh no,
Shoot.
that's the worst. I do have one though.
That
You
is
could-
the
you
worst,
could.
honestly. You're like, I have this whole trait that I
I had
can't
this whole
use.
thing. That was
Yeah.
cool. That's all right. It's cool. For now, we will just use 3 rounds of hand crossbows at this creature. So these 2 are for the +2 hand crossbow. Yike. Okay, so that is a 32 on one.
Oh my god! Yeah, that hits.
I don't think
And
it hit.
a dirty 20 on the other.
That hits too.
Jesus.
All right, so here comes the sneak attack
Okay.
for the 2. 4, 6, 7, 7 plus 7, 14 piercing damage for sneak attack.
14. Okay.
10 piercing damage for. No, wait, sorry. That's going to be 12 piercing damage for the other +2, and then here comes the
Boom.
1-hand crossbow
Okay.
for the bonus attack. 14, 27 to hit.
27 hits. Yes.
For 6 piercing damage.
Okay. Another barrage of shots into Cupid.
I was like, no one cares about your holiday.
Rude. Okay, let me check something here.
Love exists in all holidays, not just yours.
No. Ooh, he looks at you so mad. He's so angry about that. Okay. Love it. Beautiful. It is now Cupid's turn. Ah! No! Love is mine! And he is going to go ahead and give me a second here while I decide. Do I do it?
Yeah, you do. You do it. You do it.
Yeah,
you do it.
you
You
do
do
it.
it. You do it. You do it.
Do it.
You do it.
Kill us. Kill us all.
Do it now. Oh, I missed something on this guy too.
Make this a really sad one shot.
He's going to see all of these threats around him. He's starting to look quite bad. He's going to turn to the mayor, who he is pretty sure is the one who dropped that monster on his head. And he's going to attempt to deal with that. He raises his short bow, and this pink pulsating light begins to kind of throb from the heart at the end of the arrow. He's going to release.
And he's probably gonna
That's
hit.
a 25 to hit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, so you are going to take with this Good God. Okay. Oh, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Piercing, magical. Plus... Wow, did I roll high on that? I'm sorry, Snit Pins. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. 20. Okay, you take 18 piercing damage, followed by 20 radiant damage as this arrow hits you and bursts into this flash of bright light. And now I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, before you do that, flash of genius for that.
Good shout, good shout, good shout.
How much is that
Plus
in
3.
relation to?
+4. You get +4.
Oh, it's 4? Whoa. Oh, nice. Good, good.
Oh shoot, my con is a lot higher than I thought it was.
Hell yeah.
So, okay. So it's +4. So, 17.
17. You feel as the arrow strikes and this sweet smell wafts into your nostril. There is a moment where you look at Danny DeVito Cupid and you're like, I should work. No. And you manage to force the charm away as he attempts to sway you to his side. Okay.
Don't do that.
That is Danny DeVito Cupid's turn. He is going to check the recharge and not get it. Oh, he's in trouble now. Okay, he is going to fly upwards using his fly speed. He is going to incur an attack of opportunity from you, Jack, if you would like to take your reaction to do so.
If y'all have a fight in midair, I'm gonna lose my mind.
He's going straight up.
Those flying boots.
You want to take that attack of opportunity, Jack?
I sure do.
Okay, roll the hit, my friend.
I believe in you.
Ooh, that was not good. Oh, I have a +7.
You hit like a Mack truck.
Yeah. What's 8 + 7, fam? I can't do math.
That is 15.
All right, it's a 15 to hit.
Unfortunately, the 15 does miss.
Math is fun.
He's quite
That's
quick
fine.
as these little wings, working way too hard to keep him in the air, flit upwards, and he darts past you upwards into the air. He's about 30 feet up now, out above you in that direction. Okay?
Okay.
That is Danny DeVito's turn. Sally, you are up.
So I would like to use my movement to run towards the mayor.
Okay.
And oh wait, why am I not grabbing? Okay, there we are. And I would like to go, are you okay? And grab his shoulders and cast, which one was it? Cure wounds? Yeah, cure wounds
Nice.
on the mayor. You're looking real bad, right? You were looking bad.
I'm 11 out of 68.
Whoa!
You're looking real bad. I'm gonna go ahead and cast that one on you.
For reference, I'm at 17.
My God, guys. All right, they did a...
Yeah.
This has been a fight.
Oh, y'all are all looking bad. I thought I
I'm
was
doing
looking
great.
bad.
I've never
I'm
felt better.
doing
So good. Let me at him. Let me at him.
Stop.
Let me at him.
Stop it. So
I did it again.
17 healing.
Okay.
And then I would also like to hand one of the potions. No, wait, that's a full action to hand it to them, isn't it?
I will let you hand the action, or the potions as a bonus action as well.
Okay, I
But-
will hand a potion to the bear as well.
Okay, Mayor, you have a potion. Allowed. And I will allow it because I skipped the Balgora again. So go ahead and take
I
your
was
turn.
gonna take it for myself, but when I heard 11, I was like, oh no. Oh no.
So you receive this healing from Sally, and then time rewinds. What do you want to do with the Balgora?
I
we
was just,
keep
Oh,
forgetting
I'm
the
sorry. I
Balgora.
actually have to retcon a little further. I need a concentration saving throw from you.
Yeah.
The DC is 20.
A natural 20 on the die or just 20?
A natural 20.
90.
It was 44. Well, no, it would be a 22. So if you have Constitution modifier to make it a 22. Thank you.
what do I add? Or is it just a straight
Constitution.
Your con mod.
Okay. 7. No. But technically the Valguro's move would have been before Cupid hit me.
That's true. Okay, so we'll say that
I-
you lose it afterwards,
Here's
but
the
go ahead and
thing,
make those
though.
attacks. if he can
I
reach.
can't. He's too far away.
Okay.
He's too far away. So he goes poof. Bye-bye.
So I actually
Oh,
believe
no.
with Greater Demon, if you lose concentration, it doesn't go bye-bye. It just starts attacking everybody.
Oh, great.
Is it a greater demon?
Yeah.
Yes, let me just double check that. Christmas Demon has this.
Guys, I think I'm gonna die. It's cool. I'm so hyped right now. This is such a good fight. Chaos reigns.
Okay, so I am rolling the d6 to see how many rounds this demon lasts. Oh my god, I rolled a 1. This demon will last 1 round completely out of control. As you just hear this demon as you do lose concentration on it.
May chaos reign.
Make chaos reign. Alright. Is that everything, Pins? There? Balgora couldn't
for the
make an
Balgora.
attack. Yeah. Okay. Sally
Yeah,
did
but-
your healing. Jack, that does make it your turn.
Okay. He's gonna click his heels. And he's gonna pull up his character sheet because he's scared. And he's going to rise into the air to meet within melee range the awful evil thing.
Okay, go ahead and hit.
It's what Jack would do. Like it's just what he would do.
You're right. I'm just the peanut gallery going.
I know. And he is going to use the remainder of his rage to make a big old hit.
Make those hits.
On him. Yeah.
Swiping at Danny DeVito, correct?
I'm using these 2 dice. Okay. Swiping at Danny DeVito. Yes. Not good. 12 to hit.
That misses, unfortunately,
First
on
one
the first
misses. That's totally fine. Another 12 to hit. That also misses. I'm using a different die. Hold on. I'm just gonna roll this one twice.
Smart.
Sorry, natural 20.
Okay, so
Alright.
that's a lot of
So
damage.
12.
Max dice again.
Yeah. 12 plus 3, 15 plus 6, 21 points of damage.
Okay, he is looking bad now, but he is still
Okay.
up.
Okay. As a as a bonus, can I cast a spell? I don't think I can.
If it's a bonus action spell, you can, but otherwise, no.
I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't. I cannot charm or suggest as a bonus.
Okay. Unfortunately, now you are face to
Okay.
face with. You are both
totally
looking
fine.
bad.
Did I use all my action, all my movement to rise to him? How far
Yeah,
is he up in the air?
he used his full
30
30
feet?
feet to get up there.
30 feet. Okay. All right. Cool. Jack
Okay.
is just right in front of him in a bloodied, frenzied rage,
Like a badass. All right.
like a big bone man.
Like a big bone
Bone
man.
daddy.
Mayor,
Bone
you are up. Bone daddy.
Nice
I'm-
luck.
I'm
Oh,
double checking
better.
something first.
You got it, boss.
Okay.
Check away. Thank you, amazing cosplayers, for like.
All right.
This is so much work you guys put into these characters.
It's really fun.
I'm having a blast.
He pats himself, knowing that he has just been charmed and not liking it. He's gonna try to do it right on back, and he's going to grab a little stick of incense and just like light it up. Be like, "Oh, hello, dear. How are you doing today?" And cast hypnotic pattern. See, he needs to beat a 19 Wisdom save.
Now, if I
Ooh.
recall, that's an area of effect everybody in it.
It is.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so Jack needs to make
Yeah,
that
that's
as
fine.
well. All right. And you said
It's a
wisdom
con-
save?
Wisdom?
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
And a quick question, is the effect charmed on hypnotic pattern?
So on a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
So I'm
Okay.
going to need Jack to roll. Wisdom.
A wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
I got a 12.
Oh no.
As you cast
You mind
hypnotic
now.
pattern, Danny DeVito looks at the hypnotic circle and just kind of goes, "Ha! That ain't gonna work on me, toots!"
Oh.
But Jack, on the other hand, is completely enthralled by it as the pattern draws Jack.
Oh, bye.
Hey!
It's nice knowing you. It's nice knowing you.
Well, look, now that
How many
he's
feet in
gone,
the air
you
are
can
you?
become king, and now you can run things how you want to run them. That's not how we want to do things here, but think of the power! That's not how we do things here.
Okay,
30 feet in the air.
Easton, you're up.
Do I fall?
All right.
Is the flying a concentration?
You should be fine. I don't believe you dropped the flying effect of the
No.
birds.
No.
Your speed is just 0.
I'm gonna make a DM's call and say you're good.
So I'm still flying.
You're
I'm
just
sort of
floating
dangling
there
in the
like.
air. Fly me to
Right.
the moon. And let me play.
We're
Easton,
gonna ignore
I'm
the
going to-
floor effects because it's just the demon standing on it. It takes like literally no damage from it.
I'm gonna drop my 2 hand crossbows and be like, "It's been a while." And I pull out my longbow and I kind of
Okay.
kiss it. I'm like, "It's good to see you again." And I'm gonna fire 1 arrow up at the Cupid.
Beautiful, quick retcon, because chat pointed this out and they are correct. Frenzy barbarians, while in a rage, are immune to being charmed, so Jack is not charmed either. Good shout. Chat, sorry, Easton, continue with your turn.
Yay,
Chat, thank
way
you,
to
you are
go.
wonderful.
Chat. Thank
We
you,
have a
chat.
great chat.
We do, we really do.
Thank you, chat. I don't
Full
play
of
barbarians.
D&D savants, like pure geniuses.
22 to hit. And I
22
want to
hits.
use my arcane shot.
Okay, roll that
which I can
damage.
use once per turn. And I want to use grasping shot. The
Okay.
creature hit by the arrow takes an extra 2d6 poison damage. Its speed is reduced to 10, and it takes 2d6 slashing damage for the first time on each of its turn. Each of us moves. On each turn, it moves 1 feet or more. The
Okay.
brambles last for 1 minute until you use this option again, or until the creature uses an action to remove them with an athletics check.
Beautiful. Excellent. Roll that damage.
And I get sneak attack because Jack is right next to
Is
it, right?
in 5 feet, yep. This is a big hit
Yes.
coming in.
Chat.
So.
Don't let Bone Daddy die.
Not Bone Daddy.
Bone Daddy, we must save him.
Daddy.
Thank
Well-
you.
The actual hit is not that great. All right. 10, 13, 15, 16 plus 5. 21 points of damage, 10 of that poison damage.
How do you want to do it?
And I want to, after I kiss my longbow, pull out the arrow, release it, and then right before I release the shot, some brambles spiral across the arrow. It fires up and it hits Cupid. And when the grasping shot hits, it envelops it into a jelly bean bramble bush.
Okay, I love it. And he is pierced by the thorns of this bramble bush as he falls unconscious and plummets to the ground, hitting the ground with a thud as like jelly beans from the bush scatter across the floor around you in the flashing lights as this Cupid lays swaying on the floor with brambles all over it, still stabbed into its unmoving and unconscious body. You have defeated Cupid.
The yellow ones taste like lemon. If you want it.
I pick one up.
Jack lowers himself to the floor, carrying the brambled thing, and it scatters a bunch of jelly beans across the floor as it hits the ground.
I love it. Beautiful, guys. Well done. All right.
I'm running over.
Oh.
I'm immediately casting Healing Word on
So
Jack picks Sally up and like hugs her and spins.
As he does that, I am like casting Healing Word.
you guys watching, like there is this glow as the two embrace each other, and healing seems like energy radiates as they spin around, like as this healing sinks in.
All right. This is cute, but we have 4 days, 16 hours, and 16 minutes before we need to do the Halloween shebang. So can we wrap this up?
I mean,
Well,
like, this wasn't what I was expecting. Like, you know, I granted this wasn't your fault. I acknowledge that. I'll be sure to include that in my report back to JC. But
Thank
like,
you.
you know,
we'll see what happens.
JC.
I think that we have a lot of thanks to give to both of all of us and the Easter Bunny as well. Eastern Bruni. Thank you so much.
I will say, is Valentine's Day without a leader now?
You don't know.
I mean,
And maybe we'll have to do another one-shot to find out. But as it stands for now, my friends, you have successfully saved the denizens of Halloween Town with your Easter Bunny companion from the grasp of the vile and terrible Cupid, working under the guise of Valentine's Day, the most atrocious and horrific of all holidays. And with that, we are going to end out our wonderful Cosplayground. Guys, can you please share your links with me? Vi, can we start with you, my friend?
yes, I am at Vicious Frockery on Instagram and the Twitter. So if you type my name, VI, you will find me. I make a bunch of costumes, mostly from the Critical Role, and play a lot of TTRPGs, talk about diversity and queerness. So, like, thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. You're amazing. Dan, what about you?
Throw it over, yeah.
Oops, sorry.
I am at the Dan Rudd on all social medias, and you guys can go check out my band Boy Hero on all streaming platforms: iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Google, everything. Go check that out. We have a Halloween EP called Rocktober the EP, so go check that out.
Hell yeah.
Rachel just did a This Is Halloween cover.
Yes.
I
You
did.
Rock.
Okay, I know what I'm doing after we've closed the stream down.
Yes.
Pins, what about you, my friend?
Hello, I am Pins of Pinstip Cosplay. You can find me on Instagram, Twitch, Reddit, Twitter, all the social medias, all of them. I'm there.
This is the first time anyone's ever promoted Reddit, and I love it.
Look at my upvotes. Give me karma. Who's your friend?
Amazing. And
This
last,
is Titus.
oh, Titus. Yeah, does Titus have an Instagram?
No.
One day.
He does have a little highlight on the Pinstip Cosplay Instagram, though.
It's important.
And last but not least, Amanda.
Hello, I'm Amanda. I also go by Witchy Brew on most things on Twitch. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. A lot of horror games. Some with my friends. Some co-op games. I go by twitch.com/witchybrew, and then on Instagram I'm /witchy.brew. But yeah, you can find me there. I cosplay as well and stream, and I'm friends with all these fools. So yeah.
Thank you guys again. This was fantastic, and thank you, audience, for playing with us. Please come back for our next session, which I think is Wednesday. You guys are amazing cosplayers. Wednesday, Ever's Changing Arena. Big deal.
Yep.
And thank you guys
Sarah's
again.
Coffee is DMing.
That's right.
Is demoning.
Demon DMing.
Demoning.
Actually, knowing Sarah.
Probably.
All right, everybody. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Uh,